Okay, did it.
And then you should have the note come up on the screen. Drag it somewhere where it's not going to bother you, and then lock it. And then if I click send, you should see the team 1 and team 2.
I see only team 1. Oh.
Yeah, you might need to drag it a bit to increase the size of it.
Yeah, I see it
Yeah.
now.
And then I'll link the weakaura in a minute, and then basically what that will do is that'll auto sign the teams for the weakaura, and we basically can change that. Basically, team 1 is the ranged group, which goes on the void orbs, and team 2 is the melee, which goes on nightmare or vita, depending. But that you'll see it in when we're actually in the fight, you'll see the weakaura change, and whoever's got the debuff or whatever, they'll go red, which means they can't do anything, and then it's the next person in that list that swaps. But I'll link them.
But now we all supposed to see only team 1, yeah?
Yeah, team 1 and
okay.
you should
Okay.
you should see team
And
2.
team 2, yeah, it's one under
Yeah.
another. Okay, it's
Okay, this is the Raden auto assign. I did link that last week, but again, that's quite big. The text is quite big on it. But basically, just drag that somewhere where you can see it. You can change the text sizes, but it's better to keep it sort of quite big.
And make your way to the red as well if you can.
And when you've all got that, then let me know, and I'll link you the.
That's delicious.
It's taking his time to download.
Yeah, it's a fucking big one. 11,000 notes.
And then the next one is the charge bonds.
Oh yeah, I know that one. Okay.
The auto assign one is the really important one.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. I've done my researches. Yeah. Such a bully.
Snoot stuck.
Hey guys, you need me tonight?
No, not tonight, actually, but you can watch the stream so you can see the fight if you want to, because we can only
Who's
3 heal this. Tef will be.
Who's streaming? Can someone link on the general chat?
I will do 2
Oh
seconds.
no, I can just click on his name and find it. Never mind. I can just click his name.
Yeah.
I see it.
Clever boy. What did you say, Cyrus? Hello?
Okay, amazing. Good luck. I'll be on the Discord. I'll be listening through everything.
Thank you, Evan.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Tef, cute guy, man.
No.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's looking for a boyfriend.
Yeah, I like Trek as well.
Look, he's blushing. What the fuck, man?
But no, you've got to do the thing that all the ladies say to him. Oh, you've got lovely eyes, Teffy.
What do you mean eyes? You can barely see them on
Wow.
the
Apparently, they
Look
all
at
say that he has lovely eyes.
screen. Okay.
I do better have eyes.
More looking at those arms, man. Wish you could die in your arms tonight.
No.
So if I die, just do / hug on Brian, yes?
Okay.
Alright, team, good luck. I'll be watching.
Alright, Evergy, thank you.
Take care.
He really has lovely eyes.
You fucking homo.
He's mine, bitch. Back off.
Well, I'm just gonna put my camera on my ceiling. There you go.
Yeah.
This shit.
What the black mold, man? That's dangerous.
You gotta look at the top of my head, motherfucker.
Is that Arkham?
Dude, that's Rapture, dude. It's
Or
Bioshock.
He's not
right.
he's not a sauna, man. He's only allowed to play 2 days a week, so like. Why is this game taking so long to download, man? Come on.
Because it's a lot of stuff. So I went to the wrong
How was
hospital.
Fallout yesterday, Teffy? Do you enjoy it?
How was what?
Fallout.
No, it's fucking awful.
Really?
Yeah, that was like 5 people playing the fucking game, man.
No, yesterday you said, like, when I was watching, you said you were enjoying yourself, so I don't know, man.
Yeah. I
It
said
went
I could
rapidly down,
enjoy
yeah.
this. And then I spent like 3 hours running around or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
Did like a quest with some other dude. Just kept killing him over and over and over. I just got bored of it.
Oh.
But I mean, I'd buy it for 10 euros, but not for the mods.
I wouldn't buy it for 10 even, man. Let's be honest. It's not really
Yeah.
worth it. Oh, this thing's big, Harry.
What do you buy for 10 euros these days?
Your mom's phone number.
Okay, that's a good point.
Shots fired.
Sorry.
I don't even know my mom anyways.
Oh, really?
That-
Oh, that's
Not
actually
that
sad.
matters
Like,
if you
So
know.
maybe you can help me with that phone number, Brian.
good, it's 04...
0476 555 777.
I don't know where mine is either, so there we go.
I don't know my mom's phone number either, man. Come on. Who gives a shit about phone numbers these days? Use
Wait, Elvis
WhatsApp.
big.
Big? Big's dead.
So I'm probably gonna need like 15 minutes setting up.
No, I just need a small one now, and I'm done. I think charge bounce, yeah, there's the one. Yeah, it's a small one. Yeah, just need to fill my but do I really need to care about other people now? I can just hide this thing.
No, you don't need to care about it.
No, but about your HP levels, like sometimes I really want to watch, but like if you die, man. It's not my fucking fault.
Why you want to watch my HP levels?
Because sometimes you underuse your cooldowns, man.
I didn't know I had cooldowns.
Oh, so you think cleansing your stagger stacks is in the cooldown?
Nah.
Oh, cool, man. Oh, cool.
I mean, I still don't even know how to play this class, to be honest.
Yes, you do. Fuck off. Stop being such a wanker.
I think I'm using the wrong cooldowns. Oh.
No. Was that Ditto? That was Ditto though.
Fun fact, we can bloodless in this. And you just keep resetting the boss.
Yeah.
No, don't worry, I'll use my bloodless turns.
Fee, come on.
Curse me, please. We have mages.
I used it.
No, I just don't want to be cursed. Oh shit. Oh, that hurts me.
Did you see Arlecchino's message? I kinda lolled a little bit, I would say.
What did you say?
When he in attendance. Do you see it or not?
Oh, the if I get benched again.
Yeah, I was lolling a little bit, I must say.
Oh, whose fault is that?
Mine, I guess, because I keep benching you. I don't know.
Is it?
No.
Such a dick, Brian.
Yeah, duck. Second.
Help. Need decars.
Robert, though.
Sorry, I'm typing, trying to help people.
And I got it.
Oh, what to buy is it now?
Creepy. Yeah, it's not the dealer that killed me. Cleave hurts like a son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. Can't you dispel that?
No, not that one. You can
No,
dispel
this
the one in the this other arm thingy. That they can dispel.
Brian, is the price supposed to be low on Cyberpunk right now?
Help.
Oh, what?
Is the price supposed to be this low on Cyberpunk right now?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like fucking $30.
Yeah. They are lacking a bit of funding, that's the issue, man. That's what you get for putting fucking... what's his
I
name?
mean underfunding. I feel like billionaires with that Witcher crap.
Not really, man. Like, you got to remember that they did the Witcher sell, right? And then you got all the expansions basically half for free. So that's,
Yeah,
that's extra development that actually took a lot of money from them. Just for like, yeah, I want to promote my company, and now they're doing the 2070 bullshit. And then they had to pay for, what's his name again? Keanu Reeves as well to come and do that bullshit.
Yeah, but Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves isn't as expensive.
No, he's not. No.
Did you watch the Xbox thing, the stream, whatever it
Yeah,
was?
yeah. Even though I
Did
hate
you
Xbox,
did
I
you see
watch.
the guy who screams at Keanu saying you're breathtaking?
I know, man, but don't think the guy did it for free. Come on.
No. Oh, what I'm saying is when the guy screamed at Keanu, like,
Yeah, you're
when
breathtaking. I
like,
know, man. I
yeah,
saw it. I saw
yeah.
it.
Apparently, CD Projekt Red was giving him a collector's edition for free, and he said he doesn't want it, and he instead asked, like, instead of that, please, like,
Yeah,
you know, give something to the
yeah, that guy.
hospital.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. Fuck that.
Well, the guy got the full collector's edition as well. Who Keanu screamed back at. Keanu asked him to do that, and then yeah, you know which I
Oh,
liked a lot
scripted?
better. Yeah, no, it wasn't scripted. No. It was random. But Keanu after was asked to give him the guy a full collector's edition as well, and they agreed to it as well because he was so nice towards Keanu. Apparently, I don't know, man. Yeah, and you know who the real gamer is? The Witcher is the real gamer, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, the best thing is that the marketing is amazing. They really just, like you said earlier, the expansions they weren't really that expensive. Earlier I was playing as Odyssey, right? And it's just depressing to think Ubisoft is charging on top of the base fucking price of the game. They're charging like shit to
Yeah,
actually do good in the game. Like, you're gonna get fucking money gold for this much, um, in-game money. That's just retarded.
yeah, no, man. Everything went to
Basically,
shit after
basically,
microtransactions.
XP boost, drachma boost for money. The fuck?
Yeah, man. Microtransactions. That's the thing that carries all the games. Why do you think like Android games make like fucking billions a year? Just micro fucking transactions, man.
Yeah, but it's just sad to see that shit in a single player game. That's
Yeah,
just
true. Yeah, still exactly. Kill boss, don't die. That's the plan.
It's that easy.
So blue is ranged, obviously.
No, for the rest of the raid, pretty much.
What? No, like due to you, blue has to be ranged, man. Didn't you watch the video?
The charged bonds or weakora, by the way, says if you're the anchor, it will say left. If you're the Anki, it says right and glows red. So basically, you just need to make sure you're standing in the right place, and it will show class-colored names on the anchor on top and the Ankis on the bottom, so you'll know who you're linked with. Just so you know.
Yeah, so.
And hopefully, I've set this thing up
Well,
right.
they had a tutorial, so if you follow the tutorial, it should be okay.
Probably not.
You'll see how we do it. I'm just gonna assume everybody knows where the orbs come from. So the first one we're killing is the void one, which I think it's this one over here. That's the first one we killed. So the kill order is, it says, yeah, void feeder nightmare. There we go. So everybody needs to be super single target burst, nuke burst, single target mode. So we can rape this before we get the third set, maybe, if we get lucky.
I think isn't 4 set the threshold? I don't think. You're gonna need to do 3, I think, but 4 is
I've read up that it's possible to do before the
Yeah.
third one, but I don't know if we have the DPS. Like maybe we'll have to kite him around a little bit to make that happen, but we'll see. But, I mean, he has 50k less than Vexiona has, I think. 40k less. Well, we'll see. Alright, food. Eat your food, boys. So the nightmare debuff that you guys get is for cross. So whichever get it, make sure the next guy on the list is standing closest to the guy. Orange and star are for the first boys that get the Vita shit, the beamed crap. And green and moon is for the Vita as well, but in the third set of orbs. So in pool it's star and orange you need to use for the Vita.
If you guys think that the once the weakora comes up, if it's too big, then I'll change the size of everything and link it off.
Oh, just pop everything you got and nuke rather than pretty much.
And range 5 as well for nightmare.
Go Vita ranged. Let us stay on boss.
Shit, I think that was me on nightmare.
Oh, how are we doing what?
I don't have time to kill it though.
I took that Vita and I didn't saw even one range on the fucking Vita.
It's not Vita, man. It's Void. You only kill one at a time.
But Tef said Vita. That's
No,
the problem.
if you look at the weakora, I mean the
Yeah,
AA, it says Vita, which means he gets Vita empowered, which means you need to kill the Void Orb, which means you let the Nightmare go through and then the Vita. The second time, he becomes Void empowered, which means we kill Vita.
Which part
Third
of the...
time.
I did say Void first, right?
No, he said Vita.
No, it says on the weakora. Void, Vita, Nightmare.
That's the kill order, but you want him to become Vita empowered the first time, not the second time.
No, I wanted Vita empowered the first time.
No, Void the first time, Tef.
Actually, no Vita.
Yeah, so it's Void Vita. You don't want him to become Vita empowered the second time, sorry. That's why it becomes Void empowered, because
Oh
we
yeah,
won't
we were killing
survive.
Void. Yeah, I was killing Void. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's right, you were right. That's why I basically put it on AA.
So,
Although the kill order, just let me take the kill priority. Because we're not going to kill.
but the first one we need to kill is the Void one.
Yeah, it says kill priority and or AA, Void, Vita, Nightmare.
Yeah,
Right?
but it changes because on the next time you want him to become Void empowered, so you kill Vita. So I
Yeah.
guess it goes Void first, Vita first, then Nightmare.
Hi. Let me raid lead for a second. So the reason that we start on X is basically to do the timers. So the moment the Nightmare Warp has hit the boss, we drag the boss to Skull, which means the first guy with the Nightmare has to be on Cross. So whoever gets the Nightmare, go to Cross. By that time, everybody, the melee and the bosses should be on Skull. And then the guy on the list, just make sure you're closest to the guy on Cross, and then you just swap the Nightmare debuff over and over and over. And then the Vita, which we didn't get anyways.
That's basically right. But basically, like I said, if you get a Vita orb and a Nightmare orb, then obviously Team 1 does Vita, Team 2 does Nightmare. But if you get a Vita and a Void, then Team 1 does the Vita, and then Group 2 does the Void. That's basically.
How much HP does the orb have? 5 million,
6
10 million?
million. 6.
So Rain should be able to take care of it, right?
Yeah, basically the way that it should be done is
Are you
Void
range
should always.
DPS? So Rain should be able to take care of it, right? That's a question, boys. Can you guys take care of 6 million by yourself?
Probably, man. It depends. Like how do we know after one pull, man? Jesus.
Alright.
Hang on, which weakora do you need, Balia?
All of them, nothing shows up from weak.
Raden, the auto assign isn't going to work yet because we haven't got that far. And the charge bonds is in the second phase, so you won't see it yet. That's why.
And fine.
Alright, let's go.
And I think it only works after the first set of debuffs.
Take the boss to Skull. I'm just gonna assume you guys can kill the Void one fast enough. No, actually, yeah. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nightmares. Oh, that's bad.
I don't know why that weak aura is not working.
Every single person has that. They should enable diary. If one person doesn't have EXR, it doesn't work at all.
Okay.
Well, at least we got the right one this time. Was it compromise?
Reckoning.
Why do we take like so much damage?
We
You
need
guys are
when
stacked,
the
aren't you?
thingy hits, because
Yeah, you
you
need
get
to
like
spread
a
out, boys.
5 range debuff, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering like what the fuck. Yeah, you need to spread out like between the 4 markers I gave you the moon. You just need to lightly spread. Especially when we do the Vita crap, like the bouncy. You need to make sure you stay spread as well for the ad. If you guys are gonna stack and that ad's gonna do like the chain lightning, it's probably a bunch of you that's gonna die very quickly.
People aren't listening, so I'll explain it again last time. Everybody go into EXRT/EX.
I didn't see it either actually.
And on the note, on the left column, there's a line that says note. Click on that. And then click on enable it. And you'll see the team list come up when I send it. Do you see it? This is team 1 and team 2. And everybody needs to have that up for the weakauras to work.
It didn't work for me and I had it up.
Yeah, but I think it's because everybody needs to have it up. Ceres has gone offline, I don't know why. And also everybody needs to do /range 5 as well, because with the Nightmare Orb hitting or Nightmare empowered people, anybody within 5-yard range of them will take a lot of damage.
Instantly kill the match.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you're Nightmare empowered, you need to go and stand on the X. And if once you lose it, then you run away so the next person can go and stand over on.
Yeah, the nightmare thingy is a melee debuff, guys. So when you see somebody on Skull, wherever it is, the first guy, so Mori is next. So Mori needs to make sure that he's closest to X, which means the rest of the melee should hug Skull, the marker, like that pillar.
When I had it, I got also lightning charged when I was standing on X with it. So maybe just make sure that you are on the nipple like a little further away, so I don't get it. Or
No,
anybody.
it wasn't that Mori. The guy that was supposed to do it fucked up.
Oh, never mind then.
Like the way the markers are set up, you shouldn't be getting it. That's why everybody needs to stay like within the range.
Tef, Luvial's not feeling very well, so she's AFK a couple of minutes.
Sounds serious.
Oh, Ceres, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, I have to download it.
I know, but dear, I don't want to be angry with you, but you should have had this from like months now.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
That's
I got
okay.
the healer, I don't need it.
You do need it.
4?
Because Tef,
Everybody needs it now.
You need Exodus for the weakaura to work.
and you also need EXRT because Tef links notes and things in it as well. Anyway, type /EXRT. And then on the left-hand side, there's a column of text. One of them will say note. Click on it. And then on the right-hand side, it will say enable. So click on that. And then when I send it, you'll see the teams, which will be the same teams as on AA. And it will get that team information and populate the weakaura. And you can drag it wherever you want it. You can make it barely visible. You can change the size of it, change the scale of it. Just, basically just, I can actually start doing the healing cooldowns in this note as well. It might be easier just to get rid of AA altogether and just use the XRT.
Yeah, my AA is already gone. I looked at the rotation, I was like, I don't need to rest
Yeah.
anymore.
Isn't there like a way you can check if by shit, I'm the wrong thingy. I know your ERT has weakauras check, but I haven't used this in ages, so I don't know if this fucking thing actually works. Hey.
Can everybody see the teams now?
Yes.
Hallelujah, praise the Lord. Okay.
Praise the Lord.
But what I'll start doing is I'll actually start using this note system for the healing cooldowns because I think it will just be easier for people to have one. So it should work now.
I hate fights like this.
Why? It's not that bad actually of a fight.
If you have to give like a 20-minute PowerPoint presentation about how weakauras work.
Yeah, well.
It's not really a fun fight.
It's just a complicated fight.
I know.
It's
So
just...
you guys know where we tank the boss the first. This is where we tank it the second.
4.
Don't forget range 5, guys.
2, 1.
So make sure melee is on the tanks as well. The first guy with the nightmare should go to X, and then we just need Molly to take the next one. Molly has it. So now it's Mercenary's turn. Then Warrior's turn. Officer's turn. Okay, focus on that ad. That ad needs to die like instantly.
Still can't see it, Ari, I must say.
I still can't see it either. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. I've done it the way that it's supposed to be done.
Yes, probably still someone who doesn't have it.
What do you have, guys?
Hang on, I can check.
Oh shit. Fucking need to roll that. Nightmares. Get first. Should have moved to boss with this one. Yeah.
You got 2 anks up, so.
Yeah, not the wrong one.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh shit, I took it too soon. Okay,
to
no.
be honest, like even with the weakauras, like as long as you remember like which rotation you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I understand that what you're saying, but you're calling out for the melee, but like the add-on takes care of the ranged and the melee. That's just the thing. You can call out one, but you can't call out both. And then the thing that fucked up right now is because the range weren't doing it correctly because the weakour isn't working.
No, the melee were doing it correctly.
Yeah, because you were calling them out. If you wouldn't call it
Yeah,
out, they wouldn't do it.
I know. I can't call out both at the same
Yeah,
time.
no, that's what I mean. That's why we need this thing.
This is what the people need to be with. I mean, do you though? Like, I mean, it's the same as on Heroic when we did it with Bake. Like, he's not really calling it out half the time either.
Maybe let's.
You just need to make sure, like, whoever is doing the first one, just say, like, whoever gets it, the Vita, always do orange first. So whoever gets it first, go to orange. So that whoever in Team 1 is supposed to do it, knows he needs to go to store. The only thing that can fuck it up is, for example, when Seal gets it. Because then Shaska needs to use brain cells and move to store. And then Cyrus has to use brain cells because Shaska was on store, so he needs to go to orange and then rinse repeat. You just do the normal rotation.
Instead of DPSing, I have to check who's going when.
That's kind of what Mythic rating is. It's a little bit more than just DPSing.
If the weak aura would work, it would be so simple, but it just doesn't work because someone doesn't have the.
Did somebody? I've checked.
I'm sure someone doesn't have it, or otherwise it's set up wrong.
I've checked TXRT. There's 20 people. I've updated it. There's 20 people with it.
Yeah,
One,
but
two, three.
update works even if people don't have it, Ari. It doesn't mean if you can update it, it just means that the people in the group get loaded into XRT for you. The update button doesn't do anything about checking if the people have it or not.
Let me just ask the question.
Weakora again if someone hasn't taken it.
Okay, for me it says that Mori doesn't have an add-on. So either Mori doesn't have weakauras or he doesn't have ERT.
Nah, I don't have weakauras.
You need the weakauras, Mari.
Yeah, weakauras checks shows that Mori's the only one that has the little thingy on it.
Or you get weakora. I'll link it to you when you're ready.
Also, there's a version update on weakauras. I don't know if it matters, but like I got 2.17.5. There's people that have
No, it doesn't matter,
2.17.4,
Tev.
but I'm just gonna assume that doesn't.
No.
There's a guy with 2.16.1, 2.16.6. I don't know if that really matters.
My
Let's just
microphone volume, okay?
let's make sure that everyone just has the latest version, and
Yeah,
doesn't matter if we take a
CO
bit longer today, but like just get it sorted so it all works, so we can actually start progressing. Because if it doesn't work, it's gonna be a long fucking boss fight. Okay.
Yeah,
So everyone
Alluvial,
just gets
Barley,
your
Cass, Quell, Seal. Need to update your weakauras.
good. Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna assume it worked, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah, just be
I'm
sure,
gonna go
man.
update it then. Be right back.
Just make sure that everyone has the latest version of everything, so we can just get going, and like then we can figure out where the problem lies and just fix it, and then the fight's gonna be a lot
Nah.
easier.
He said.
I did say.
I should probably change the stream name to Weakaura Progression.
Why don't you make the fist up your ass, Jew boy?
Weakaura slash Exorcist Progression Night.
Yeah.
It's like those. If you've seen those things on YouTube that keep popping up, like study with me, and it's just like a 4-hour stream of some bitch studying whatever the fuck. I was like, wow, riveting. It's like, remember that show, He's the Mole? No, The Mole. Remember that, Brian? Good days.
Oh, we have that in the Netherlands as well.
Oh, really? Wie is de mol? Het is Henk. Henk was the mol.
With all these same called celebrities, no one knows.
Yeah, and those people that, you know, were semi-popular 10, 20 years ago.
I did judo like 15 years ago.
Didn't it do the same with Big Brother? Well, look at the bright side, we have a new record.
Nice.
The only thing I don't know is, like, when are we supposed to drag the boss to the next location? Is it when they're doing the
You
orbs?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know why Jack didn't hear me though.
Jack is deaf.
Is it like
Probably
loud?
AFK.
Is it okay? The volume?
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we need to get the boss to 40%. $72.2%, 1:37.
It's gonna be at least 3 though, man. 4 we can skip, but 3 we can't.
I don't know, I'm gonna have to look at the logs. It's hard to tell with like half the raid dead.
Wow. I've lost my levitate button.
Then again, for first phase, was it 72? Still pretty promising, you know, once we get the whole situation down.
The only thing people need to practice is you can immune the debuff that you get during the void, the one that requires you to stack. We have a lot of classes that can solo it. Well, a lot of classes.
Is it a big circle? No, you're doing void. Wait.
Yeah, you have like the big circle, the debuff that you get that you're supposed to soak with the rest of the raid.
Yeah.
You can immune that as well. So you can, the hunters can immune it, the
Yeah,
mage
yeah,
can
I
immune
know.
it.
Paladin can immune it.
Paladins, rogue, demon hunter as well, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Then the other ones we're just gonna put against the wall. That's why you move the boss to skull during when we get Vita, right? So we can just
Yes.
put it against the wall so we can soak one at a time. Yeah.
So you guys can soak and you can keep DPSing the boss as well.
Yep. Let's hope everyone watched the movie because that explained everything about that. So if people didn't, please, man, please don't do
But
that
it
again.
also means like the position from cross is probably gonna change to like over here-ish. Most likely. Exciting stuff. Ah, there we go.
I am back.
Mr. Peck.
Oh, here we go. Taking my jokes now as well, eh? This guy.
It's been a while since I used them, man.
Oh, last raid. Last raid. Just waiting for the right time, man. You can't overuse it because then it gets old, you know?
Fell to the old trap of overusing shitty jokes.
Sure, it's not the first trap you fell for.
I'm sad to say you're right. And it won't be the last, Brian. Nah.
I know that, man. Amen to that. Amen.
It's a trap.
By the way, guys, when you get instability exposure, don't stack with a raid. Stand off to one side.
You can guess why.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And make sure you spread. Hide anything. Also melee, you kind of want to fuck around from there because you're standing between Star and the other mountain. So you're supposed to go to X with that.
Oh, what's standing too close? Sorry.
It's still not working.
Focus crack and stuff, I guess. Spread out your crack lightning. Oh, heroes are dead, so.
Yeah, it's still not working, that's why.
Yeah.
Again.
Did I do something wrong?
No, you're not doing. The add-on is not working, so it's hard for you to tell what you're doing wrong.
But I had a nightmare and I stood on cross, and then I got an unstable nightmare.
You got an unstable nightmare, you went across and you got an unstable nightmare?
Yeah, I got the big circle rub me. We need to stack on cross, right?
No,
you don't
you
need to stack, you need to go.
you can't stack with anybody once you've got that.
That's
no, I
good.
meant I need to stand on cross with the big circle around me.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that I got the unstable nightmare from 300k damage.
Yeah, but what big circle are we talking about? That's the void. That's the nightmare one, because the void isn't there because we killed the void.
No, this is the nightmare one.
Yeah.
This.
So I just said.
Okay, what I mean with gigantic, the gigantic circle is nightmare. The other circle is the void one.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to soak the nightmare with the raid. You're supposed to soak the void one with the raid. I'm talking about literally heroic mechanics right now.
Yeah. The big purple one.
Yes, that's the reason why we stack up on blue during the void shit, so that the healers can keep up. Well, after the fucking thing hit the balls, obviously.
But we don't get the big one at first pull because we have killing the void. There's no
Yes.
big purple one.
You get it on the second one when the boss is on the skull.
So there's someone standing in the group there with Nightmare, which is not really like what we want.
Yeah. The first guy with the Nightmare buff, that's the huge ass fucking circle, needs to go across. So then Mori can take the next one, then Mercenary, then Barlia, then Buffus, then later. Like honestly, like team wise, you don't really need a weakora telling you to do it. Like as long as you guys know. You just need to know the order, because if Buffus gets it, Leta needs to be ready to take over, then Mori needs to be over, Mercenary Barlia. So that's basically the important bit about the order. Like you don't really need the weakora per se. It just
This
makes
pull
it
I got
easier.
the lightning one, while I was supposed to be the one to soak the next nightmare. Who goes then?
Because probably somebody fucked up. Or died while they had it and then just switch.
No, I think I got it like from the initial cast of it.
Okay, that can also happen.
So I'll just call out the next one in the team to soak the next when you get it, I guess.
Yeah, worst case scenarios, I can always soak the melee one. Like that's the only way you can fuck up if like the melee gets the first lightning bolt. But then we just need to know who it is. And then just one of the tanks can take over. It's not that big of a deal. Doesn't really matter if we get the buff anyways, because we shan't be soaking it either way. I just wonder why the weakauras not working.
Because Ari isn't group lead and she's setting it up, probably? Could that be? Or did you put things in extra tools? Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Hang on.
It's the right instance idea, it's the right encounter idea. So. I mean, we didn't really change anything, so.
The enable lock as well. So it's wait till update.
I basically changed it to only trusted, show no only in raid. I mean, I'm an assistant, so
I can make you
You
raid leader. Without
I don't want to be raid leader.
No, but maybe that's
Just
the reason
group
why.
leader, not raid leader. The
No,
group leader.
apparently I'm.
Oh, group leader, raid leader is the same fucking
Yeah,
thing.
if
Yeah,
it
but
works, works.
Okay, so to be fair,
Have you updated the notes again after Mori downloaded it?
Yeah, I basically just resent them again just now. You'll basically see it go red when it gets. I've done everything that I'm supposed to have done, so I don't know why it's not. And apparently it does work independently of the weak.
Oh, nightmare incoming.
I had the first one. Mercenary go sec.
Yeah, there was no one on. Oh.
Start the piercing stop it with one. Oh, something missed it.
killing all the time, John.
What happened this time?
Yeah, I went to Star, not to Nipple. That's me, guys. He was in the right spot, so that's my bad.
We're not doing it with the add-on, yes?
It's not working with you right now, serious.
Okay, so what's the order for soaking the Vita then?
It's right there, man. It's an extra
Right.
ritual.
I don't only see teams, team 1 and team 2.
Yeah, team 1 is soaking the Vita, team 2 is doing the other shit.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Yeah, the nightmare.
So the guy who gets it always goes nipple, yeah? The team from team 1 with a lightning soak.
Yeah.
Okay. There. That means that if someone else who isn't in the team 1 group means that Quella's gonna have to soak first on star. Or is it always gonna be seal if someone out of the group doesn't get it? Because we have 5 people in the group. What if someone gets out of the group does get it? That means that one of you two have to soak it, right? Either Quell or seal.
First debuff.
Record checks.
Remember like we talked about the debuff plate thingy, Harry?
Yeah, that's basically the kill order.
Are you sure about that?
Or do you want me to put? Do you want me to change it, or do you want me to leave it blank?
It doesn't really
According
matter
to
if you
here,
change it.
T5 people don't have the red and
But I've read also it doesn't matter if they haven't got the rod in weak, or it matters if they haven't got the
okay.
Yeah, but I doubt it, Ari. I think they will need the rod and
Yeah, but
auto.
I've asked it like 6 times now. I've even typed it in raid chat,
Yeah,
and
then
people are
call the
saying
people
it's like,
out one by one. Who doesn't have the rod and auto assign? Simple as that.
Ready to check if people have it.
The area has it, Alluvial has it, Bake has it, Barnia has it, Bells has it, Brian has it, Buffus. Shaska, Ditto, Guinevere, Cass, Leta, Ludiscam, Mercenary, Mori, Neff, Quell, Seal, Ceres, and 1080p. Anybody else forgot? Yes. Neff has it as well, Buddha has it as well, Leta has it, Quell has it, Mori has it, Cass has it. Buffus has it, Guinevere has it, Rosman has it, Ceres has it, Luvial has it. Yeah.
I want to check as well.
Everybody's it says everybody has it. It's the correct version as well. The only thing is, it's like I'm checking the weakauras thingy. For some reason, it's saying that we don't have
actually, it says on mine, it says.
Sorry, what? Yeah, it says on mine, Kaz doesn't have it. Mori doesn't have it. No, Mercenary doesn't have it, and Mori doesn't have it.
Mice, Cass, and Lurin. I don't know.
It's like when you go to weakauras checks and you go all the way down to red and auto sign. I only see 3 people with an X, and that's Bells, Mercenary, and Mori. Those are the only 3 people according to ERT that don't have it.
And mine is called Raden Auto Assign number 2 because I had the first one last week, and I deleted that one, so now it's called number 2.
Ari, did you? Okay, just give me a second. Ari, did you write in the names in the weakauras as well?
What do you mean writing the names?
Okay, I'm reading the guide now. How to set up this? Okay, so raid leader will assign teams. Okay, kill order or orbs has to be set in the custom options of the
We've
2
done that,
weakauras.
which is basically Void Vita Nightmare.
Okay. Deep of each team is okay. And that should work if you want.
Can it be that it's because some people have the number 2?
Then just rename it.
I'm just going by what your RT is telling me. I don't know how accurate this thing is.
Where do we see the fucking pictures though?
But you can see it on on the stream right now. It's like this. Everybody has like the little thingies, apart from
the what?
And now Leta doesn't have it either for some reason.
Yeah, let me see.
Well, I renamed it now. The 2 is gone.
Rename it to what? Sorry, because I'm not following right now.
Just the two. That's it.
Yeah, and Bells, you showed up now. For
Yeah,
me, at
Bells has showed up.
So who wasn't there before?
Still Mercenary and Mori showing that they don't have it, but I think they do have it.
My
Link it
EXP
again to
says
see
that
it.
Kasanet and Alluvial don't have it.
at the start, you're probably looking at the start
Alright.
one, but you have to go
Can
down
we
to
just
Rodena.
have Bell's Mercenary and Mori delete theirs and then just Ari link it again and then see if it
Yeah.
works?
Let's see.
Because now it shows Bells doesn't have it, but not the other four.
Yeah,
Because this four, this like the weak aura, the audio sign is just a name.
Yeah, but who's the 4 that don't have it then?
Let's look at the stream, man. Bells doesn't have it. Mercenary doesn't have it, and Mori doesn't have it. That's what the RT weak auras shits.
Because he changed the first group, but he didn't change the subgroups. The names.
That's what I mean. Delete the fucking thing and just give Ari again and download it again. Because
Doing
maybe
it as we
that's what
speak.
keeps fucking it up. Because if it's like
Yes.
if blah 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 is that name, then blah 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 this, and the name isn't the same as the other names, then yeah, it's not gonna work.
Probably, yeah.
It's code. It doesn't know what to do until you tell it what to do. That's the only reason I can see why it's not working.
Yeah,
But
it's Mercenary, Mori, and Bells for me that says that they don't have it. Charge bonds, it's not really that important yet. Just
How
make sure the first one
does
there.
this work? Weak aura is copying from Exorcist?
Yes.
Or is it Exorcist copying from the weak aura?
Exorcist is copying from the weak aura, I think.
no, weak auras is using the list that we put in Exorcist.
Okay.
And it makes you. It's basically going to tell you where to go.
Yeah, it
So
maybe
it's-
it's gonna help with what they've said.
So basically, it's gonna give you a warning like, "Hey, dude, you have to soak next. Hey, dude, you have to go next." So people, So I don't have to call out two debuffs at the same time, which is not impossible to do. It's not impossible, but I'm gonna be shouting over each other on stream. All right.
They still don't have it according to me.
I have it now.
Let me see again.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all have it now. Okay, then should work this time at least.
Well, imagine one shot it now. Papa.
Well, sure it's gonna be easier. It's adaptive. If another guy gets it first, they will reassign things.
Yeah. Something. Oh, service is AFK.
Looks like all have it now.
Have you vermin never witnessed such raw power? I think not.
Why is it telling me I need to repair like all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Focus on the Void Orb. Nightmare. Go shit. Deal with the Vita shit.
Someone killed me.
Also, Ludo went to the complete wrong ever.
It's still not working, I don't know why.
Like this. I'm not saying I did it, but then I'm not part of the team, so I just come out and say real quick.
Through the whole red.
Come back and set me down.
Ferrari,
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, I forgot I accepted it by mistake, like I need.
Cascanning. It's okay.
Both.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Hmm?
Then either something is like if it shows that everyone has the weaker aura, do we have to enable something else in the exorcist rate tools? Maybe there is something which is not allowing the cross.
Yeah, people have to
No.
enable the nodes though, but they don't have to be visible. But you have to enable the nodes.
Yeah. So maybe that's. So basically, you should see a list of names on your screen that is not angry assignments.
It would actually not have any influence in the if the add-on is working or not for people. For me,
Okay.
it's like I have it on my screen, the note, but
Can you put yours off, Cyrus, for a second?
turn okay. Yes. Wait, XRT notes off. Okay, and I will turn it off.
I want to see if you actually.
Turned off the notes. You mean not the add-on, right?
Yes, the notes.
Okay.
Kill order of orbs has to be set in custom options of the two auras.
Sure, note only in great. I don't see what that would matter. Oh, you can put it back on. I don't know. Seems like
what
a
if
weak.
everyone has to put it in custom? No, maybe. I don't know.
No, because Ari already did it and she shared it with you guys. So.
And it's 100% done properly, like it's in the instruction. Yes.
Mhm.
Well, she spent like 2 days on it, so I'm guessing yes.
What's the fucking problem?
I don't know.
Where is the instruction? I want to read it through as well.
It's go to type in RAD and auto assign, and it will send you to Wago. Read what it says on Wago, and that's basically what needs to. And that's what I've done.
Yeah, but type in backups also.
Yeah, but Tev doesn't want backups. He says we won't be able to manage it.
Default setting is void with a night of may enter the orb that you're killing, which debuff each team is handling.
That's already entered. Its default is void Vita Night.
No, but you don't need to just add void Vita Nightmare. It says kill order of orbs has to be set in custom options of the two auras.
Yep.
So that means you
It's
have to
already
add.
set. It's already
Where?
set.
I can't see it anyway.
I'll show you. Click on the weak aura rod and expand it downwards. You'll see 4 other subgroups or yeah.
Assign team 1 mythic, yeah, sure. To use
Hang on, I just type.
Yeah, but it's not just that you have to assign though, is it? It says kill order of orbs has to be set in custom
Can
options
you
of two
just
auras.
hang on a minute?
First debuff played void, second debuff played beta. It's in custom options of the group.
Yeah.
Third debuff played nightmare.
Yeah, if you click on group team 1 mythic, go to custom options, you'll see first debuff played Vita Nightmare Vita, and the second one is Nightmare Void Void.
Yeah,
But you can change that. That's the custom. That's the default setting. Unless you wanted to do it.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Because team 1 is ranged, and ranged deal with Vita, so it's Vita, then they Nightmare, and then Vita. And team 2 is the melee, so they'll do Nightmare, Void, and Void, or whatever. But that's it's already set.
Yeah. Then why doesn't it fucking work?
I don't know.
So what do you have as force debuff? Void, right? Alright.
I've already said Tev.
I know. I was looking at something else. So it's void Vita Nightmare. I should be.
Yeah, the other option to do is to in the ride and auto sign the first debuff played and the second debuff played. That I populated it, but I've unpopulated mine this time to see if it works, because it picks up the population from the assigned.
If you for some reason mess up your
Do you see that actually as well? I think we do need to put the backups in, because if you look at the weak aura text, it basically goes, it talks about it, and then it goes looks for the backup.
I put the backs up in there.
If not, then I'll just speak to the guy.
Just put the backups in. So.
Thing with this weakauras, it's actually really helpful because it takes away the problem with getting confused on who's going next. You don't have to call it out as well. Program's thinking for you.
Oh, yeah, you need backup. Because it's scanning for the backup, but it doesn't find any, so it's just not working.
Just put me as backup and some other guy.
Yeah, I did. That's what I said, Tiff. I said it needed backups, and you're like, no, it doesn't need backup.
I didn't know the program would work because of it.
Just put me as backup and someone else then, please. Or just me. Okay. I don't know. I don't mind. So like backup 2 is for the melee, backup 1 is for ranged. Just put one for each and it's done, I guess.
Yeah. Should be fine.
Just put me from ranged and then someone else for melee.
Le big.
I've put 2 in.
Yeah, sure. Good.
Okay.
Do we need to reload / reload? Probably.
Might as well.
So we have 2 backups now. Okay.
For each group, but 2
Backup
backup.
1, backup 2.
Okay.
So backup for team 1 and backup for team 2 basically, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
What it says.
So backup 1 is for team 1, backup 2 is for team 2. Ah, let's see if this thing works.
I don't know, Mary. Get some purple locks, eh?
Pattern?
5, 4.
No, I'm asking Mary's question.
2,
Answer it.
1.
Oh. No, it's still not working.
Nightmares incoming.
You've got to go to Diamond Latha.
Ah, yeah, fuck you.
What the fuck is Latha doing?
I thought I was having the nightmare, not the...
But it's still not working, right?
It is working for me.
Not for me.
It's not working for me either.
Not for me.
Oh, it's a big screen. I think you have to scroll it a bit. I'll sort it out just now. I'll put it on the other side of my
But
screen.
the thing is, I installed the other add-on from the site directly, and I have two weak. Yours, Ariane, and the one from the Wago, but you.
That's the one I...
Well, when you do it, maybe they had an update because it doesn't work anymore.
Do a better rest killer.
Do you guys
No.
I'll figure it out.
That's some fuck. Not fast.
I mean, whatever the fuck Latha was doing, I don't think the record is gonna help. Jesus Christ, is it?
Okay, let me just get the one from the website quickly then.
It's on Discord.
Yeah, 1 second.
That's not
Great
the
chat.
one, yes.
Yeah, well, I will. 1 second.
Oh, why did you release that?
Yeah, it's red chat. That's
I
the
can use
weak
one
aura.
amount, man.
You're disconnected?
This one on auto sign C1.06. It should be delete children group. Okay.
So we need to delete the one we got.
Yeah, let's just try it, man. If it works for one guy and it doesn't work for the rest, that means there's something wrong with ours. And the guy said he downloaded it straight from the site, so it must work then, I guess.
But I got mine straight from the site
Yeah, but when I it must have been. It could have been an update. You know?
yesterday.
Oh, maybe.
I had it last week, and then I deleted it, and then
Just give it a try, see if it works. Otherwise, fuck it. I'll just do it old school. So why the fuck do I keep? Oh no, I'm actually going to the right boss.
Access rate tools. Let me have a look quickly. Update. Okay.
Did anybody else get a discount?
No, nobody's liking with disconnecting though.
Lita is
Okay.
missing it, it says now, but he's probably removed it and is updating it. Same with Sirius, he's probably updating as well.
I deleted mine. I'm gonna.
Yeah, can everyone just get the new one maybe?
That is
'cause
the new one. I just did it.
Okay, because if it works for the one guy and doesn't work for us, it's a bit weird, right?
Okay, it's the scaling is a little bit different now, so it's good.
I'm just gonna put it in the middle of my screen just to make sure.
It's not like. Yeah, well, I probably meant to actually.
Let's see if it's.
So it didn't work for you as well, Brian?
No, it didn't. No.
Oh, for you, Ceres, for example?
No, I didn't saw it. Sorry.
I'll quickly keep weakauras open as well, and if you pull the boss and it gets loaded, then it probably works. But it's not loaded
Who-
right now, so it says.
Who said it's working for him?
Seal.
Seal.
Okay, and what did you do exactly?
I have the Arianis, first weakauras, and the one from the.
On the website. The one Red and Outlaw sign, you mean? Or
Yep.
something else?
Yeah, for an auto sign. I can link it if you want.
Yeah, link it as well, just to confirm.
Yeah, just get both then actually. Fuck that. If one works, it at least something. Wait, that's
It's the same.
That's the same. Yep, nope. That's perfect. Then we have the new one. Okay, let's hope it works this time. Just do a new update, and when everyone has it, do a new reload, and then we'll see. Because otherwise.
But it is the one that I linked you guys before.
Yeah, but it might have been that they updated it yesterday.
Okay.
Check really easily
But
if
probably
it
not,
was
because it says February 28th to 2020. So.
That's what I'm saying.
But that
Or
doesn't mean
maybe-
that doesn't talk about the latest version. Though, that talks about the release date.
Mm.
The same.
I don't know. Maybe we changed something. I have no idea.
So quickly check then in group. Right, if you open it, if our things are the same then. Custom options. Vita, Nightmare, Vita. That's what it says, but we need to change it too.
Oh, basically, if Seals works, it hasn't been changed. So they basically say that's the default choice, and he says it in the notes. So unless you want to change it,
So
supposed to change the Vita and the Nightmare, the like the corruptions.
is the one we kill or the one we don't kill that
yeah,
gets?
he's basically saying the default setting is Void Vita Nightmare, which is that's what we're doing.
Yeah. We haven't
Okay,
changed
but
anything.
the thing he says, the thing we just downloaded from weakauras says Vita, Nightmare, Vita.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you basically you actually don't enter the orb that you're killing, but the debuff that each team is handling.
Okay, so we do
Not-
Vita. No, we do
Not
Void.
unless each
No.
groups. Let me finish. Not unless each groups needs to change it according to what they're supposed to be doing.
No, that shouldn't be it.
Because if it's melee, then it needs to be what, Nightmare, Void Nightmare. I have no idea, dude.
So basically, if you've got the Vita debuff and you get a star on your head, you basically stand here. You don't stand here.
Oh yeah, I see what
And you
Ari's
don't
saying.
stand here.
Yeah, I read
And
it as
people
well.
with moon stood here, but you can't. If you have moon, you.
Okay, so kill order of the orbs has to be set in custom options of the two auras. Default setting is Void, Vita, Nightmare. You don't actually enter the orb that you're killing, but which debuff each team is handling.
Yes,
And that is
so-
the assigned team 1 and assigned team 2.
Yes.
Team 1 should be Vita,
Nightmare, Vita. Nightmare, Vita.
Nightmare, Vita.
And then second
then
should be Nightmare, Void, Nightmare, right?
Nightmare, Void, Nightmare, yeah. No, because you don't get the Nightmare in the third one.
Be Nightmare, Void, Void.
Okay, but then it works then. So people in team 1, okay,
So it's
but that
Vita,
means that
Nightmare,
people don't have
Vita.
to change anything because it's set correctly. It's Vita,
Yeah, that's what I
Nightmare,
said.
Vita,
That's why I
Nightmare,
said
Void,
it's
Void.
correct. It's not the kill order, it's the debuff order.
Yep. Okay, let's try again with everyone with the new one then.
Because the thing is, it's like on the Raden auto sign, like the group thingy. If you change it there, yeah, that's what we did, Ari.
No, it didn't. I took it away and then relinked it.
Okay, then, yeah, that's probably why it got fucked up. Because I was thinking to myself earlier, like, why the fuck do these two have the same fucking buffs? Okay, well, anyways. I'm gonna see if it works now.
Like I said, you don't have to have the node visible as well. So.
No, you don't need to.
But guys, don't stack on the markers.
I just like having a lot of shit on my screen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Night ny'alotha incoming. Make sure the first guy goes too close.
Yeah, here is Balia 4.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, okay, so Mori needs to go now. Yep. Mercenary needs to soak the next one. Yeah, Buffus needs to do it. Mercenary needs to be closer to Buffus. Never mind, some random guy got it.
Group 1 still fucked up, I think.
Yes, because Buffus was closer to Mori than Mercenary was.
No, Mercenary's group 2, man. I'll talk about group 1 that's fucked up.
I don't know why I'm in group 1.
Yeah, group 1 fucked up as well.
The first block of
Was
the
you.
Vita is random.
Group 2 fucked up as well.
Okay.
Yeah, already the first one I got it was you, I think. This one.
But I shouldn't get it.
Okay, so
it's random, Ari. It's not because you put them in the list that you don't get it.
Okay.
You can still get the first one. That means you could go to exactly the marker, and then the guy just you get to replace as the first guy then, and then just Seal, Chaska, Stereos, Gwen.
I wanted to go to it, but there was someone stacked on it, so I basically just tried to stay away from everybody.
But didn't we say first one nipple, but the weakauras says first one star, right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we
okay.
swap first and second, and then it's sorted. Then.
just do what the arrow tells you. So probably that will set up.
Yeah, that's sorted then.
But like the melee group fucked up as well.
What is the order in the weakauras again?
Well, it's volatile, but like it says, for team 1, Squall, Seal, Chaska, Sirius, Gwen. But whoever gets the first orb will get the first Vita will get replaced with Quell, obviously. And then Seal on orange, Chaska on star, Sirius on orange, and Gwen on star. And that's it. Okay, so
I
the
think it
first one who
actually
gets it
shows-
will always be replaced with the first guy in the group.
Yeah,
So
the
if not
weakauras-
Quell doesn't get it, the first guy gets replaced with Quell. Okay, there we go.
Congrats, guys.
Everyone
what
got
you
it, or oh sorry, go ahead, Steph.
We're at 12 now. We killed mythic weakora.
Yeah. So everyone gets what I mean with the swapping. Like for example, for team 2, if Mori doesn't get it, you swap. Like Mori gets swapped automatically by the add-on.
You know when you fucked up, mercenary, by the way.
I guess, but I didn't
Let
saw
me just
exactly
explain it
where
because I get it
Mori-
that you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So the melees of the tank need to be on skull, right? So the
Yeah.
first guy gets the nightmare. He goes to cross, right? So whoever is supposed to be the next dude, so it's gonna be Mori, needs to go like over here, so that he's closer to cross than the rest of the melee, so that the guy who's standing on skull, which is gonna be Mori, is gonna get it. So Mori goes to cross. That means the next guy, who's gonna be I don't know whoever the fuck, needs to go to this position again, while the rest of the melee stay where they're supposed to be. The problem was that Buffus got it, and then you didn't react, and then some random dude just walked by over here and just instantly got it, and then it just completely went out of control.
So just to clarify, if Buffus gets it, Latha gets the next one, and after Latha,
No,
it's
even if
Mori,
Buffus
and
gets
after
it,
Mori,
keep.
it's Merc.
Even if Buffus gets it, keep the order as normal. He shouldn't get
So
it. It's
yeah,
shouldn't-
but the first one is random.
Yeah, the first one's
so
random,
The
then
first
you
random
just-
one gets by Buffus. I'm still going first.
Yeah.
And then Buffus just calls out that he can't soak after barley.
Yeah, that's the backup
or...
for. Then you get a guy from the backup for it.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, and it gets auto swapped into the weak aura, by the way. You don't have to look at the list, you just look at your weak aura.
Look,
for the
if
position.
Buffus gets it, Latha is next in line, then Mori is in line, then Mercenary, then Barlia. The only reason you have the backups is, for example, if Mori gets the fucking Vita, obviously Mori can't do it. But that's not gonna, that might happen, because we get the Nightmare first. So the Nightmare abilities come out first, right? So that nightmare shit that we go to cross, you get that first because the orb hits the boss first. The Vita one is still on its way. So by the time it reaches the boss, we have already done a couple of swaps with the melee. So the reason you have the backups is, for example, if Leta gets it, the Vita, obviously Leta has to move. But Leta will also get the debuff, the unstable, whatever the fuck, which means he cannot do the soaking until the debuff goes away. Otherwise he's just gonna die. That's what the backups are for. So if Leta or Buffus gets it before they've done their switch, that means we need Bake or Looter to take over. That's how it works.
Yeah, but the weak aura changes itself automatically, man.
Yeah, I know, but just clarifying why we have to do it.
And the symbols are next to them as well, just saying. On the weak aura, there's a symbol next to your name. If you're green and the other guy above you is red, you know exactly which symbol you have to go to.
Alright, wonderful. Oh, at least we got the weak aura working.
Oh, yeah, how to
You can change
make
the
use out of
streaming,
it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So I'll just make sure the melee is on our skull so you guys don't get it.
Synthetica, come closer, don't stand near nipple.
And her buffs are going. That's good. So Mori has it, so that means Mercenary needs to go. Next.
Of course, should have gone to Star, but he's gone to nipple. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, why do I get unstable Vita, man? I don't get it. I think Kasano sealed him down in the spot.
I still in line.
Quell did Star, Kasan didn't do Nipple.
Nipple.
Yeah, and
That's
the
what we're
melee.
missing up.
I don't know what the fucking melee are doing.
So Quell did Star, Kasan didn't do Nipple.
Also, you need to kill the stalker because
So it went on my ass, I think.
Gomar is a healer book.
There is no healer dead.
Just Gomar is somebody who can res. Like Ditto, bait. Don't release.
We got 2 Anks as well. So.
No, don't use the axe, it's fine. I'll get to this.
That's what people are messing up. They're not going to the right space to stand. Like if, for example, I don't know, Cass gets, or Quell gets Star on his head, he needs to go to Star and Cass needs to go to nipple at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the melee seem to be confused as well.
I think it's just going to be a learning curve.
You just need to make sure, like I explained, like we stack on. Is there like a marker I can actually use that I haven't used yet? Purple, I guess.
Yeah, you said Skull, I went on Skull, and then I got killed by Unstable V.
Yeah, because people can't stack near the markers because that's where you're supposed to be soaking, and we also can't stack between the markers because you'll get nuked. So we need to loosely stack here, basically along this square rectangular thingy, because we can't stand here and we can't stand here because you'll get caught by the lightning thing that passes between people and get one shot.
That's why I said Star's range is blue, unless you have to do the lightning.
There. Just to be
Like
safe.
that.
That means you need to be bang on the markers.
Yeah,
That
and
way you
we
shouldn't be able to get.
yeah, we basically need to loosely stack in this raised section in the floor, just to be. And if you've got instability, whatchamacallit, you can't stack with the raid again, and you also can't stack between these. So try and stand here, for example, just away until instability exposures.
You mean instability exposure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can stack it with the raid on that.
Exposure to unstable. Okay, it's the other one. The other one is corrupted existence. Sorry, confused. Yeah.
So every time you deal with the Nightmare, every time you do with the Vita, every time you soak the shit on the floor, you get this debuff, which makes it, I think, 30
300%.
seconds that you can't do shit, so you can't soak anymore, you're just gonna die.
You take 300% more damage as well.
Unless you immune it, but you shouldn't. That's the other shit you should immune. Alright, anyways. Just get a hang of it, what the markers are for.
Come forward a bit into this rectangular section.
Once you get used to it, you'll see it's not that much different from mythic down the road. Might be that one. Start spreading. Or don't get ganked.
Since we are two stacks.
Hey.
Guys, going to the wrong places again.
Why are you not on the marker that we have given you?
I went to start.
Somebody didn't want to cross.
That was Quelden, I think. I think it's
Also,
Quelden.
Lita died. Okay, do you guys see? Just come over somebody first before I start explaining.
I've got res. Don't release, guys.
Guys, please just look at the fucking record. It's not that difficult. Follow the order. First guy first,
it
second guy
shows
second.
you need to go on the marker. It basically shows you where to go. You should.
It's not the only thing people are fucking up. Do you guys notice that when the first orb hit the boss, that you guys get like a little circle around you?
Yep, that's a nightmare.
Yeah, that's the one where you need to spread because you'll do splash on the
Yeah.
entire raid. So the
That's why I said
melee
range 5.
needs to spread out as well because that's
Yeah,
what
that's
killed
what I
Lita.
said in raid chat as well.
By the way, how come the MERS got the buff and not me? I thought I was closer, but...
Alright, let me just put a marker down for the motherfuckers.
But this time was correct. I got it after Mori Mori, and after me got it Buffos, not Barlia.
No, after you got Barlia and then me.
Ah, okay. Then what?
I mean, at least it was correct so far.
Been a while because I got the first one, I think, so I had to run across the room, but
Yeah, someone got the first one.
it was me from the range, so it took me a while. But I think later on it went properly, because I saw some melee getting the Nightmare Orb. Circle.
Seal's not raised yet.
Okay.
I've been
Just
raising
cancel
him. Is he disconnected or?
I'm not disconnected.
Oh.
I just didn't get.
Oh, I did it 3 times. Maybe it didn't get bugged us. Yeah, because I mass raised and then individual.
Oh. It's a lot of fucking markers. By the way, purples for the nightmare shit, because we're still gonna get that on the second.
It'll be really fun when we start actually going farther in the boss.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Just wait till you get the last one. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's first for the nightmare. Cross man, where
Can
the fuck
someone
you
put
going?
their cooldown? Because I can't do mine.
Why did
I
you
did healing
go all the
time.
way over there?
Because I can't stack with people with it.
Now we got triple overlap. It's done. So wipe it away. You ain't got avoiding time.
Sandbag, this sandbag.
I find out we didn't hit the void.
Oh, we got all the
guys.
3 ads. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's what I said, man. When I look at the logs now, we didn't hit a single time the other ad, or minimum. We're gonna get a ship storm. Because now we need to fucking repair. Do we got to repair what somewhere in? This
Yeah,
right
Jeeves
there.
is up.
Yeah, rest quickly then, if you can. Someone can ank, Baker. Yep, perfect. I can look at the logs meanwhile then quickly. Because there were people not hitting the thing at all. So the padding is already starting, is it?
Yeah, let's
Since
save
of-
the patch.
Yeah. Looter? Nope.
Well, he's not supposed to be
Yeah,
honest.
well, it's not gonna be enough with just the range, man. I can tell you that much, huh?
This is what I asked before, so if you need an extra people on there.
Right. Void Gent, alright, I think. Serious Void as well. We did it a few times before, but you have to consider as well we're doing it with Bloodlust now. Once we have no Bloodlust, we're gonna need to reassign people.
No.
Let's see. Void 6 and okay. Yeah, well,
So are you telling that we're gonna use Bloodlust in the last phase of it?
No, we need to do it at first phase. We need to get to the last phase ASAP, man. There's no other way, man. This boss is now about the last phase. It's about surviving this shit and then just nuking the shit out of it in the last phase. But you need to get the last phase ASAP because then you don't have orbs anymore.
I mean, arguably the second set is easier because you just gotta deal with the void crap, so it's less movement. You just gotta soak the fucking thing in, bounce it against the wall over there.
Bit more focus on the void blend, guys, especially the first one.
Just a question, how many orb phases we're gonna get if we can take
3.
30% every phase?
The goal is 3, but if you
only
do
have
get
2.
4, then, you know.
Yeah, we don't want 4. You want to aim for 3 max.
For an example, if the balls is at 42, we just nuke balls. Because the orbs will disappear. Even if it's at like 44, we just pretty much just kite the boss to the middle. If that happens. Assuming we actually reach that far, so just focus on one thing at a time. Because if the boss gets to 40, the orbs just disappear, so we can kite them for a few seconds and hope we can get him down. Let's see if we can get the second phase first. Second set.
5, 4, 3.
So basically, after you guys are done with Vita, we move across the square. So we can get ready for the second set. Nice, spread out mana. Watch for the splash. And nephew first. Deal with the leadership. Switch to the
Well, didn't you make it?
Switch to the offense.
Nicholas was supposed to be.
Because I'll leave the look at it instead of you.
Switch to the ad.
Okay, let's see what's wrong. It's a wipe. Let me explain then.
That's my fault. I moved too far forward to get away from somebody behind me and then I got nuked by the flat.
Yeah, but Cal missed his because of another reason.
Come over somebody?
I got res.
I've got res as well.
If you see how much the ad has.
$10.61 million on orbs.
Yeah, that's Stalker thing. Needs to die.
15 million on terrors.
Yeah, those two basically need to die before we get the next set.
Yeah. Also, when the orb dies and the lightning starts, every single range needs to be in the box where blue is. Otherwise, you're too far away, like Olivia was, and you're gonna take away the lightning from the guy that's standing on orange. Because I saw the lightning go in here, where Olivia was standing, so technically that's further away from Star than Nipple was, so Quell couldn't get the lightning on nipple to redirect it back to star for the next guy. So you can spread out for the nightmare when the orbs hit, obviously, because you need to. But after that, just go straight back in the box. You see the outline of the box where blue is? Everyone has to be there at that point.
Yeah, you pretty much stay in the box for the entire phase 1.
Except if you have to move for the nightmare thingy.
Oh, obviously.
But otherwise you have to be in a box, yep. Exactly.
If I stand here, Luvio, can you move closer to me? Until I say stop. Or somebody move to me.
Actually put some
Keep going,
box
keep
on.
going. Okay, go away a bit. Away a bit.
Just read clearance, the
Yeah,
basics.
that's 5 yards basically. So that's how far we need to spread when we've got the nightmare debuff. So you guys can kind of stagger, sort of like that, and then we could basically move around, but we can't stand in between the markers basically. What I would suggest, Tiff, is I don't know if you can move this marker forward. So it's literally right next to the pillar. But then I guess it might get clip
You can
melee.
move it yourself, Harvey,
Ellie
or
can
Ray
put
lead
it.
it.
No, just leave it because it might clip melee.
So you mean I'm stuck with this?
I'm an alien. Sorry. Yeah.
Are you using in Sting? I'm an Englishman in New York.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you were.
I apologize for my singing.
No, it's okay. It's a good song.
Alright, let's take this super rating super serious.
You did go better though.
Yeah, we're getting there.
5, 4,
Once you get used to it.
2, 1.
Selecciona l'Overgen.
Makes that look like lazy peasy lemon squeeze.
Speed up for the nightmare captain. You ready for the beat? Oh, that was close. No, we actually fucked it up.
Oh shit, someone needs to soak that.
Oh, we're gonna wipe it anyways.
Okay.
I'm gonna get all 3 of the thingies at the same time.
What did I get?
Healing.
What did I get?
Watch your healer, please.
Trying to. All of them survived, so.
Yeah, I'll just go help as well with the thingy. There's no point staying
Got a
in the
res
bottom
on
right.
Beazle, don't release guys.
I'll put the B. I'll go help with the ball. Thank you.
Tef, do you have your statue down?
Mm-hmm. What for
Do
the
you have your
ads?
statue? Yeah.
I can, yeah. It's not gonna do much.
Since I can't see them through the boss.
No, it's okay, I can pick him up. It's like they come out of the portal, but you should be able to pick up the terror one. I'll pick up the other one. Shouldn't need statue.
Yeah, you shouldn't need, but it makes it easier.
Not really, since it comes out of the portal all the way in the back of the room. I'll go help with the thingy.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Parasites. Beat us up. Oh shit. It's a torn one. Now we're good. Go against Evavitas.
Merch, you're forgetting.
I can't soak.
Get this off her.
Get away, get away.
You don't go in that corner, Buffus.
I got the Vita thingy, that's why I go here.
Why jump to Melis?
What happened? You guys moved to the wrong thing.
Like perfectly across and jump to the Melis.
Hey, jump on me.
That's stupid.
What, the
Well,
Nightmare
it's
one?
not still up.
Yeah, the Vita one. The lightning, yes.
Yeah, why are people using immunity when they're soaking? It's fucking Albion, by the way. There's like first Buffus uses the shield, then Quell uses his turtle every time you get swapped out of the pool, man.
Yeah, because twice now I've got the Nightmare and the Vita.
I didn't use anything.
Well, I saw you using your turtle, man. I was right next to you.
It's a shoot of vengeance, it's not immunity.
Yeah, well,
It's like a
Damage
priest
reduction.
shoot.
man, you got removed from the thingy as soon as you used it.
No,
Yes, because I was in your spot suddenly, man.
I'm telling you I'm not using divine shoot.
Oh,
For
no.
that, I use it at this one.
Yeah, whatever. No, Buffus is fine. I was talking about Quen, man. Quen used the turtle.
Oh.
Yeah, because I got both Nightmare and Vita when I went to the nipple.
Yeah, but you got removed from the thingy because of it, because you can't take the soak because you're immune to the soak of damage. You need to do
Okay.
you need to take the damage to take the you need to take damage to get the debuff from the Vita. Otherwise, if you don't take damage, there's no Vita, and then we can't use Adam to predict the rotation, man.
Okay, I thought I'd die if I take the Vita as well, since I already had the instability exposure from.
No, you got removed from the thing as soon as you used it. I saw it.
Did you have the big circle or the little one?
No, the big circle just flew on me when I went to nipple to get soaked.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like the melee really need to be like when the guy's on cross with his buff, you really need to be like on like
The
near
edge
the
or
edge of the
something,
fucking
yeah.
thing. Otherwise, the dude near nipple will get it.
I used to
So
wait at
if
the
the
edge,
edge is purple, then if the edge is like on red, then the guy, the next melee needs to literally be like just outside the red, not 10 yards, but like just outside the fucking thing. Because it goes to the closest dude. So if the dude is on nipple, and the edge is like over here, and on the other side you're standing further away from the thing, it's gonna jump on this guy, which we kind of want to avoid.
Wondering why it didn't jump from Chaska to me. I was the farthest one, no? Like I was perfectly on the fucking marker. Here.
I don't know where it jumped to.
It jumped like where Raden is a little bit to the left.
On one of the melees.
Yes.
You would
That's
have to
why
be
the
really
marker
far
is
behind.
over here and not over there. There's a reason why the markers are where they are.
Yes, I know.
It's because if the guy's on star and the man is a good boy and he listens and he's on red, the distance is still shorter.
Just go
than
next
that.
time a little bit farther.
So the guy needs to be right on the fucking marker.
Just a little bit
Just
farther.
use the markers, boys. They're there for a reason. You want me to do? Push them out further?
You can also like the only thing is you're not too close, like somewhere here-ish, so you can stay like here-ish. Like in the line, but you can go away as well. Just to be sure.
As long as you're in the line, you should be
Yes.
fine. It even rhymes.
Well, I got geometry or whatever, mathematics.
Oh, I'll just fuck around the markers a little bit more.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mers incoming, screw that. Figures for Vita.
Let's get
Yeah, no, so I'm removed from mark because I get nightmare as well.
Well, you didn't. Okay.
You guys.
Yeah, it swapped us, and Quell stood there with the nightmare instead of going to cross.
Mers, if you can't soak, please say something.
Some overtime by the way. Plus as well.
It's a wipe anyway, isn't it?
Why did it
Yeah.
jump?
Yeah.
Why did it jump to orange again?
Rest someone who can rest.
No, 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 definitely wasn't that. It wasn't that. Okay, so what happened was, the first guy got it. He went to star, right, for us. Quell got it, but he got nightmare. So one of you guys fucked up. But then at that point, actually, what Quell has to do is go cross to give you guys a nightmare, and he stood at the nipple where he died. So I couldn't soak the second one because I'm the staging for the first beam then. So I was standing on my right spot. I died because Quell exploded a nightmare on me instead of going to cross.
On the other side, Mers should say if he cannot soak it, if he can't take.
No, because if you're gonna start switching that shit, then the add-on gonna get fucked. Like you have to listen to the add-on. Like he knows what's happening. It is switching automatically the
Yeah.
people.
But
Like
did
you should
Mers
not be watching where the shit is happening. Okay, you should just be watching above your name if you're actually getting the marker, like
Reset the
and
boss
the
real quick,
cooldown.
Ditto.
again? Mers was
Just
the
kill
one
myself.
that should have soaked after me, right?
Don't hit the
Okay, so if he
boss.
couldn't soak, it's his own fucking fault because there was nothing else that made him not being able to soak.
Yeah.
He just forgot.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
then he fucked up. That's why we fucked up. There.
Yeah,
No,
that's.
then okay.
What are you talking about? After Barlia is not Miss Buffos.
Dude, look
No,
at your
but
add-on. It swaps people in and out depending on what people got at first, what people got at second, man. For example, if Mori gets it first, man, or if let's say Boiler gets it first, they're gonna swap the rotation around dynamically, and you just have to look at your add-on. Is it my turn to soak? Am I green or am I red? If I'm green, I soak. If I'm red, I don't soak.
Okay.
Don't have to look at even at the add-on. You just have to be prepared. If you above your name, you're gonna say it like in game that you going to this and this color, and you just basically have to move that until the countdown is over, which you are even saying. So, like, if you start like
It
thinking where to
never.
go,
It never
didn't pop up.
appeared above my name. No, never.
there was nothing that appears. But in the add-on, in the weakauras, it did say that Mers was next, but I don't
I
see
didn't
a
observe that.
X321 thingy on him.
Did you had a marker above your head?
Didn't have the marker.
Okay, then either something is wrong.
No, no. Mercenar didn't have the thing. Mercenar had to soak the thing, and he didn't soak the thing, so the thing came to Quell. Quell was supposed to soak nipples, so Quell couldn't soak nipples, so it got onto me, and then Quell didn't move to cross, so Quell killed me with the nightmare. That's what happened.
For how many
Maybe
people is the add-on actually working?
For everyone, people are just not following it, man.
Because
No,
if the
no, no,
add-on
no,
is
no.
working,
It's not working for
shush,
Mers,
man, I'm
I
not talking
think,
to you.
because it's not saying X321 for him. And like for me, every time I should be soaking, it said I should be going to X next. But I didn't see Mers doing that. Maybe he needs to delete the weak aura and do it again and load it in again, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, fuck it now. It's like over now. We're like just clearing away on a fucking week or man.
Didn't we say to kill the other
Prepare
one
before-
and get the one that Ari linked. You link it
Oh,
again.
the one that Ari linked is the latest one of Oreo. What is it called? The website. That's the latest one that Ari just gave around as well. So everyone should have that and deleted the previous one.
So if the weakaura is not popping for you, delete it now and then take the one that Ari gave you. But delete the entire group.
Yours is working, Harry, right? Yeah, it is. 'Cause
Yeah,
you were
it
moving
is.
properly.
Yep, she is. If not, I'll write a nice little guide for all the DPSs tonight.
I can call out, but
No, it's not about calling out. The add-on is there for, or the weakauras is there for calling out. If people don't want to follow it, that's their own fucking thing.
because the weaker actually tells them where they have to go because they've either got the nipple by them or they've got the star by them.
Yep.
Yes, and you have plenty of time. I even tested it. Plenty of time to actually move there, like 5 seconds even, I think.
Yep, if a guy gets swapped out for the nightmare, for example, he still has 5 seconds to move instead of the other guy. And it actually shows up perfectly which marker he has to be at and where he has to go. And how much time he has left as well. So it's
You have
perfect,
to know
man.
where the marker is, like where is cross, where is star, where is nipple, where is cross, whatever. For the Vita, it's actually cross. It's. Jesus.
Just that, man.
Merce, did you delete it and take the last?
Yeah,
one?
it's okay. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
what is this?
Okay, one shot now. Let's.
well, keep dreaming, boy.
Actually, but it's easier to learn it, I guess. This way.
Yeah, you'll get the hang of it.
Need to learn to follow.
Yeah, we're doing fine, guys.
That
It's
would
only
be
our
like
first night anyway, so stay positive.
No, it's plenty kills. Fuck it.
Go back to Acromon.
Oh, yeah, fuck this game.
Wouldn't you be #1 guild on Agramon?
I don't think so. Yeah, I have to find another server. Where's this
shit.
Spastoid going where the fucking thing is?
Yeah, my bad.
Where's Ari
what?
going with the thingy? Guys, what the fuck?
Sorry, Ari, my bad.
It's okay.
who was supposed to go next didn't go.
Who the fuck knows at this point, dude? Because
Like you see who's calling out, who's going next. On the fucking screen, the characters saying.
yeah, the melee one got fucked. That's the problem. Just come out as well. It's like 4 people there because of that shit.
And with that dread, just run out from the raid.
I got res, don't release guys.
You know what would be great? A fucking warlock portal for this green, like red shit.
Man. Should be in the center anyway. By the way, if your name turns up red, you fucked up. By the way, if it turns grey, you did it correctly. Just saying. So we know every time we fucked up. Yes, it is.
If
Like
it turns
That
grey,
was
it means
shaman.
you die. If it turns red, you have the debuff on you.
yeah, but if the guy after that turns red as well, grey, he fucked up because he either dead or he didn't do it. If the guy is still red, that had it.
I mean, it's pretty obvious to see.
If the range gets the first one and you can't get to cross, just like everybody else, move away from them, and I'll just roll to them, so I get the next one for sure. Just
How can you not
don't
get to
run in
cross
randomly.
though, man? Everyone should be right here on blue. Everyone, like in that phase. Everyone.
Well,
How can you not get to cross or nipple then?
Well, I don't know. It was just running
Bells
between
ran away.
blue
Bells ran
and
to green,
yellow.
and then he
So
realized he fucked
just
up, and then he tried to get back. And then Ari got it.
Yeah, he got a green marker and went to green, but he should have gone to red.
I think.
Yeah, Beazle passed it on to me.
Wait, why should you get a?
I'm a generous god.
Yeah, Beazle got the big nightmare one, or the big circle, and he was standing here, and I...
Why did he get a green marker though?
Because he needs to stand away, so you can go and stand here with it and not cause any damage to anybody, as long as the people in the middle aren't within that.
Yeah, but the thing is, if he has the nightmare, he should be going to X.
Yes, though, fuck me. Yes. Nightmare. Let's go. Like, she's... It's a gigantic fucking circle the size of the fucking room, dude.
Where's the repair thing? Okay.
Soon.
Thank you.
Getting a headache from all this talking.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Just fuck up my shit. Have anything? Yeah, instead of talking, maybe you should move.
Left or wrong side?
Why is Neff standing over
Left
there?
or wrong side?
There's an ad here that's attacking everybody.
Alright.
Move.
That's not up too long.
Almost a circle against the wall, boys.
No, if you went to the wrong side, man, you had cross on your name, not nipple. Because it's random, Neff. Mali can get it, healers can get it, not tanks though, but everyone else can get it.
Why did he get both of them? Oh, man.
No, he just got Vita, but he went to nipple even though he was the first, so he had to go to cross. So the other people couldn't follow the weak aura.
I mean, Nev got the nightmare
one.
thing.
Yeah,
No,
he
Neff got the
Vita.
first Vita.
And got the nightmare as well.
So you got Nightmare and Vita at the same time.
That means one of the melee fucks up as well.
No. Neff was standing too close to cross.
Like, maybe just make the markers a little bit behind the orange and stuff.
I just changed the
Nev
fucking
got
markers.
the first nightmare also.
Second.
It was first, but
No, second. I died because I was standing too close to everyone, so I could see everything. He got the second.
Yeah, the red marker for the people that got unstable nightmare, they need to be 15 yards away from everybody. Otherwise, they'll do 335k damage to anybody within range.
Like, if the situation happens, just go a little bit behind. Like nipple, for example.
Why would you put Nipple closer to the stairs than it was before? So you
Yeah,
shouldn't.
at this point.
You shouldn't be getting the melee one.
The trouble with dropping them back, Tiff, is we have to stand closer to you to heal, and we're technically, as a healer, I'm kind of standing in between the danger zone. Because the further back you push, the further back range has to stand. So you either need to bring Raden forward as well.
Alright.
Because if you're tanking him near to that corner over there, and I can't, I have to kind of stand here to heal you, which is right in the middle of both of them.
Alright. She's there.
I got the first one like first that was passed on.
That's good. Alright.
Running.
To Camp Castle must res. It says target cannot be resurrected. I'll try manually.
Maybe he's just AFK.
But then Ditto, did he go AFK? It's random, the first one who gets it.
No, I know, but like the first chat that shows up was for Mori for me, so I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, it's right. Like I said, the first one is random, so it can be anybody. It doesn't necessarily have to be anyone from Group 1 or Team 1 or whatever. It can be a
I know
random.
that.
Yeah. So that person goes to Star, and then the next person goes to Nipple.
Oh well.
That's the idea, yeah. What a nice screen capture. I think Gary pretty much sums it up, right?
What's that, my dear? Where?
Like like the squad that I got? It says like the stream announcement thingy. Oh, okay, never mind.
No, I'm here. Yeah, announcement, yeah. When you're looking to the side.
No. Wait, is that the one? Yeah, it's the one where it says like don't release. Seems pretty Yay. Okay, cool. Yeah. I think I'm gonna extend next week.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stop stacking, dum-dum.
That's not cross.
Focus on the stalker.
I got Ahor.
Add.
That's unstable also.
They're not stable, they're not safe. Is that the last one? Focus outs. that. Still losing people because they're stacking with other people. Unleashed Nightmare. Unstable exposure. Unstable
I
Vita.
get Hank.
If we take two at that short notice, like we had 284k of Unleashed Nightmare, 284 of Unleashed Vita, don't we need a healing cooldown at that point?
Yeah, I did. I used
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's
Divine
all I'm
here.
looking at. Perfect. I saw you were using it, but then again, a lot of people were dead already, so I think shit fucked up a bit.
Yeah, Krallich redied 5 seconds into the fight pretty much. Well, not even 15
Yeah,
seconds.
we've got healing cooldowns used at every single time the orbs are soaked, basically.
Yeah, I saw you casting, that's what I was asking, so was that good?
So I just noticed it doesn't really matter. It does matter, but I had the nightmare first, and then for some reason I got the lightning, so I went to circle. Is it normal that that goes well?
No, if any of the guys dealing with the nightmares get the Vita or vice versa, that means somebody fucked up. You're not supposed to get it.
And I know that, but like when
What the
I
fuck is the
did
question? And if you just
nipple
answer
with
it,
that, it
you're not.
actually nobody died from that. So
If you get both, you're dead anyways, dude.
no, I wasn't dead. That was the strange part.
Seal soaked it, because I saw it, after me. I was nipple, Seal soaked it, because you went red, so he did get it. And then after that, it didn't show up anymore, we got it afterwards, so I think they fucked up at that
If you
point.
guys stick to the markers, you're not gonna get the other one.
Let's go. We need to try.
That's why you don't want to be in the back of the room where you guys are right now when we pull. Because if you get the Vita one, you're gonna have the Nightmare one. You're gonna have to haul ass all the way over there.
We need to spread around this rectangle here.
Yes, the blue marker, so you can get faster to cross.
But don't stay on this line, obviously, because that's where the lightning's going through, where I'm right now.
Yeah.
Range should never stand there, they should... Maximum is like about here, and then all the way to here.
Yeah, basically don't
That's
go
it.
past this groove in the...
Yep, perfect.
And when the ads spawn, actually start DPSing the ads, please. Because we can't have them up.
Yeah, they're attacking the healers straight away, by the way. It's usually mean Beazle. I can
mean
fade with
DPS.
Beazle.
Stop pounding balls, actually. Start DPSing. That's... Spread out.
Right.
Stalker? I'll tell you a bit. Is that the last video? Keep looking out. Okay. Supposed to be DPSing the Vita now. I spread.
Healing tide. I'll just put my big on.
The Vita didn't
I
die.
did healing time.
I just saw there's just too much damage there because I was going to put my big cooldown as well.
That was a heal. When you get that shit, face the wall, man. Okay, so do exactly the opposite of what Mercenary does, and face it towards the wall.
Really bad combinations that I survived somehow, but...
So what?
Like, I got Vita, right? and then I got the fucking the barrage thing which is following you right on top of me.
The barrage thing really doesn't do that much damage.
A little bit actually, yeah. But we have only 3 healers, so
it's not gonna, you know.
I'll
I
run
started
back.
to backpedal, but
You just gotta cut it away from people. I mean, to be fair, man, like if you get it, you can run back. It's just personal.
you have to really be focused like on where you're standing and what's coming next, because like what
Yeah,
happened to me now, I got the big circle and I was farther away to DPS the Vita, and I don't know if I would be able to make it to actually to purple now. So you have to like pre-move before the shit is happening.
What's purple has to do with it?
Because I have to go with the big red circle so the melees can start jumping it, right?
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, so because I was first, so I have to get it to purple, and I was pretty far away, so I don't know if I would make it in time as well. So that's why I'm saying like you have to pre-move, like we have to group up at
When the boss move, you guys move as well. Like we move the boss when we're done with the Vitas.
Okay.
So I moved the boss when we were done with the Vitas. That means everybody else needs to move up as well. Because there's no more Vita. So you just need to spread out when the nightmare hits. So after you guys do that, you can pretty much just stack for heals. And then what Mercenary did, you don't do that. You look at the wall when you soak the shit on the floor so it keeps popping against the thingy. Like that boss in that horrible raid, whatever it's called. Ultir.
Also, can you have to kill the nightmare ad before we start moving, because then the Vita comes back up, and then people still have to damage it, and we can't move to switch to the next to the Vita. So we have the nightmare ad still up, going to the boss when we swap it to skull, and that's not what we want to do. Because then people swap too late to the Vita orb, and then the Vita orb will hit the boss like it just did.
There are no different teams, Luther. There are no different teams for different orbs. The range are taking always the orb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
the teams are just for the fucking stacking the debuffs.
Yeah, but okay, fuck it.
there was
go ahead,
not
Harry.
enough DPS on them.
Let Harry talk.
No, just fuck it.
Okay, no. Advise that. Yeah,
I
like
tried 4 times to talk.
Okay, it's your 5th chance.
A lot of guilds are having certain classes like ranged prioritize the void ads and Vita prioritize, and the melee do the other ads. But do what you want, do what you think is best.
The idea is that basically we don't have any ads up when we transition into the next set of orbs. That's basically the idea. So you nuke boss, ad spawn, you just kind of start killing off the ads. The faster we kill the ads, the faster we can go back on the boss.
Nightmare was at 7 million HP when we transitioned to skull. That's not good at all.
Pretend the ads are Ravagers. What we do on Ravager on Hivemind, we instantly kill it. That's what we do with the Stalker. Like the Stalker, that's like the lightning ad, that's the one we need to really kill instantly. The other one, if we kill it like a few seconds before the other orb hits, it's okay. It doesn't really do much. Like the Stalker ad does like the lightning shit, which kind of fucks it up because we can't stack when it's alive, because it's just gonna one-shot the raid. The other ad is just, you can just kite fire shit away, it's not that hard. So when the Stalker ad spawns, immediately just nuke the shit out of it, and then just nuke the balls and just passively cleave until the other one. And then we'll just move and then we'll just finish it off. Okay, and then we just need to practice the second bit where we deal with the void and the nightmare at the same time. It should be slightly easier.
Can you read what I wrote in raid chat?
Nightmare orb is hardest to kill.
No, when the orb spawn, DPS need to swap immediately. They have a very large health pool and it'll be tight killing them. Nightmare orb is the hardest to kill, it has the biggest health pool. So just bear that. So when we kill it, everybody needs to go on the nightmare orb.
Nightmare has 7.6 million, and it's exactly the same. Yeah, that's not. They're exactly the same.
That's what I read in this guide.
Yeah, I just checked. They're exactly the same.
They've nerfed it.
Okay, so that's wrong then. Yeah, regardless, DPS need to kill.
Fuck the stalker. That should have been the last Vita. Okay, maybe. Oh, yeah, it's more swamp. Okay, good. Get ready to start. Okay, get the Vita. Spread out for the nightmare.
You can cool down.
Spread out. Where the fuck are you going with the thing you did?
Oh no.
Bells, what the fuck are you
Can't
doing?
soak. Can somebody soak?
I am.
On this side, you should have moved to purple.
Yeah, my bad. I was really far away.
It's okay. Don't worry.
I was literally the furthest from everybody when I got it.
It's not you that fucked it up anyways. I saw a little piece of go to green again for some reason. Multi
Oh, I
visit.
just see that you run to the wrong marker, just saying that on the opposite side of purple. And also, yeah, okay, go.
I've got a res, don't release.
And also, to avoid that fact that you stay away far, you have to pre-move a little bit further, because like this happened to me as well, Alurir. When I was like closer to green actually, I got the big orb, like big circle, and I would not be able to move to purple, but we wiped it. So like the range should be closer to skull actually. I know it's because people try to DPS the Vita, but we
Yeah,
have
we
to
don't
make
have the DPS, there is. We don't have the DPS on.
Basically, when we move the boss's skull, like the entire raid can move between blue and the other two markers, like this portion over here. There's no reason to be further than that.
Yeah, but if she gets unstable nightmare and she can't get to purple, as long as she's 15 yards away from everybody else, it doesn't matter.
I know, just saying.
Just saying that she doesn't necessarily have to, she just needs to be 15 yards away from everybody else.
Look at the good part, we did the first phase almost perfectly. If not perfectly.
Also, I hope Team 2 knows. Team 1 is supposed to do Nightmare, right?
Nightmare, yeah. So we go purple and then orange, right?
No. The first team that did Vita, they're supposed to do Void, right?
No, the first team that did Vita needs to do Nightmare.
Okay, so
we got
it's
Vita, Nightmare, Vita.
Okay, and then the melees have to do. Okay. Melees have to do the.
So
the shit.
let me ask you a
thing on the
question
floor.
then, quickly, Tev. So if we have to do Nightmare, we have to go purple, and then the other guy has to stand on orange.
Is it better for you that I put it over there, or is it better that I put it like near the stairs?
No, put it here. Put it here. Keep it where I am. So here's. Wait. Yeah. So here.
Just move it a little bit.
Just put it where I'm correctly right now, like on the edge of this. Yeah, that's where people stand if they get the debuff, and then orange they take it. I think that should be far enough. So, for example, Quell should be standing here if he gets it first, the Nightmare, and then Steel Gleafer should be standing here, and then he swaps in, swap out, swap in, swap out. So we can do the Nightmare over here, then the Void is right here at Skull, obviously. And if there's a big soak, preferably people with immunities, but since we're using 1, 2, 3 people with immunities for the Nightmare, if I get swapped in, that's 3. And then Seal is 4, then it's going to be difficult to solo soak the big orb.
Why are we using immunities for the Nightmare?
No, not for the Nightmare, for the big orb, because we get Void in between as well.
Yeah, well, you should immune that if you can.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, one thing, orange is not further enough, but just use your brain. The second, after the Nightmare orbs hits, you're pretty much safe to stack. So you guys could literally stack between these two markers after the Nightmare orbs hits. It's safe to stack. And then it's really important that we get we nuke the shit out of the Void Hunter, which is the ad that comes out of the purple portal, so we don't get that stupid shit like too many times. And then we move to the stairs. Okay, I need repairs, by the way. Any repair bot up, otherwise I'll put one up.
No, both mine aren't.
So the group that did the Vita in the first orb, you'll be doing the Nightmare in the second.
Yes.
So you pop the first one, you'll pop over here. And then the next guy, you know, whoever gets it. Anyway. Well, at least we got there.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Night of something coming. Spread out. Start spreading, boys. Start nuking this void piece of shit.
I was on the right side. I was on stop.
You didn't move, right?
No, because it said orange for the guy that was there, man. So I went to star.
Weren't you standing next to me?
Yes. Oh, there was a guy standing here with orange, and I was
Look
moving
at
to
the
star.
weakauras, mate.
You got
Here,
nipple
I
actually.
was-
Yeah, my bad then, I guess.
Just swipe there.
It's okay. Give me 1 second.
Morris! Quickly!
It's okay then. Just fuck
Okay,
this
one.
up.
Okay.
Phase 3.
Oh, I got converse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh man, now I got that shitty debuff for like 5 minutes.
From what I see, it's doable, I guess. It's just like a big pressure on the damage. And also, Teth, I don't know if we will be able to kill the Vita, the second set of orbs. Because
what?
we barely actually getting the on with Bloodlust. So
Bloodlust. Yeah,
Like-
but that's because the melee roll on the boss.
Okay,
Also, you gotta keep in mind, the boss is on Skull, right? The orb that you guys have to kill comes from all the way out here. And it goes to the boss very slowly. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. Still going.
And raid time is
Ooh.
over.
And it hit the thingy. That's why we tank it over here, so you guys have more time to kill it. Because when we do the pull, we tank the boss like near the wall, because the first orb you guys kill is this one. And it gives you like a couple of seconds more DPS on the orb before he hits the boss. That's the reason why we tank the boss over here for the third set. So that you guys have more time to kill the Nightmare. So basically he's gonna soak the Void one immediately, and then we just take the boss to the stairs while you guys finish the Nightmare off, which gives you more than enough time to kill it.
What I've read as well about these soaking these instabilities is if someone is on star, the next person is on nipple. If someone can't get to nipple, then they can stand on moon, and vice versa. The person who's supposed to be on star, if they can't, they can go to green. As long as you're parallel to each other and there's somebody to the opposite side, even though the weak aura doesn't tell you to go to green or moon, you can just use your best judgment and say that I can't, someone's on nipple going to moon or something.
What are you talking about?
The instabilities, yeah.
The Vita?
Basically,
what you
if
mean?
you read, yeah, Vita and Void, if you read the complexity guide, which is the one that you were reading, they say to stack on, if you have it, to go to moon. I'll actually read what it says.
No, don't, because
Okay, fine.
you're
Just
gonna
leave it
confuse
then.
people.
Yeah,
Moon
I'm
and
just.
green. Let me finish. Moon and green is for when we do the third set of warps, because the boss will be here when he soaks the Vita. So instead of going to yellow and orange, you guys will be doing the Vita on green and moon. Because when the boss is here, the third set of warps will have the void and the Vita at the same time.
I know. I'm just saying that.
I know, but don't confuse them too much while they're all children.
Orbs, we do the Vita still on Nipple and Star, yes?
No. In the beginning, yes. The first set of warps, yes. On the third set of warps, no, because we'll be here.
And the second set of orbs?
It doesn't matter. The second set of warps, you don't have a Vita.
Oh yeah, true.
You only get Vita on 1 and 3, and possibly 4 if we reach it. Hopefully we won't. And even if we do, it shouldn't be that big of a deal as long as we transition to phase 2 fairly quickly. Focus on the void and spread out. Good job, Bobby. Oh, that's pretty much a wipe already. Stalking. Is that the last one?
Oh, I got that.
Okay, that was the last one. So now we basically have to kill the stalker real quickly. So like, come Ares, Ceres, and just wipe all of it. Why do melee like instantly die? Is it really that hard to spread out, boys?
So two people going to Nipple with the Vita, and I don't know why they went both.
So the two guys that went nipple, did your weakauras tell you to go nipple?
Oh Jesus Christ! My res expired.
I'll run back.
Mine didn't. Okay.
I think there's like some kind of problem with the weakauras because I keep getting like it tells me to go to green and moon when I have the nightmare debuff.
Yeah, we'll do. You basically, with that one, you need to be 15 yards away from the raid, otherwise you'll do 335k damage to everybody. So basically, if you can't get there, you can either go to the other side. You just basically need to get as far away from everybody as you can. So if you can't
No,
go to cross,
no. I meant the soaking nightmare thing that you need to put on cross. So like I soak it, go to cross, but the weakara keeps telling me that I should be on moon or
yeah, but you
green.
won't be able to get there. So I'll look
Yeah,
at
I
it.
know. That's why it, that's why I'm saying it.
We're not using this.
It's not
We're not
perfect.
using the right marks then.
Yeah, so basically, cross needs to be moon then.
No, the issue is it
Look,
puts
the
that.
nightmare is not an issue. The nightmare always goes to the two positions I just told you guys, which is either cross or purple, whatever the fuck the weakauras tells you to. I'm not gonna sit here for another. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here for another half an hour fucking around with this weakauras.
No, my point was that the weakara is not perfect, so just use your brains once in a while.
Is it perfect for the Vita though? Is it actually telling you guys to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does the trick for me.
But it's perfect for the nightmare as well. You just have to put the right marks in, man.
Markers are wrong.
Set 2 for assigned team 1 should be purple and orange
change the
then,
markers
because
then,
yeah,
right?
and then group 2 should be for the thing should be cross and we should have another marker there, man. Okay, I'll just sort it out tonight. I'll get you all your markers that you need, because literally there's something that's some people don't get. And then we can do it on Wednesday with next end. Because I'm not gonna explain to you right now which markers you have to change and which not, but I'll just put the markers next time and I'll just tell you which markers to swap in the week aura.
If you go to the weak aura, right? The world marks are used for Vita. First mark is for the initial application.
Yep.
The second set is in case you use different for the second Vita. So the 4 markers I put down, star, nipple, green, and cross, are actually the correct ones. So I don't know why the fuck it's telling you to go to green when you have the nightmare one. I have no idea.
Because he's probably getting drafted for team 2 because he's not in there, so it's set 2. First debuff is the first one we do, okay? So till the intermission where we take him to cross, it will count first debuff as star and orange, right? Yeah, a nipple, yeah. Okay, so second debuff it will swap. And
The
then let's go
second
back to
debuff,
first.
we haven't even reached the second debuff yet.
Second debuff is triangle and moon.
Yeah.
You see what I mean, Ari? With the triangle moon? Okay, good.
A triangle moon shouldn't even pop into play yet, according to the weak aura.
Yeah, well,
And even, I mean,
It's
even
the
if
team 2, if you go into the auto sign, it's set as the same markers as for the other one.
Yep.
5.
Yeah,
4,
obviously, because...
3,
Wait,
2, 1.
it's actually reading that, but never mind.
Alright, start spreading. Is that the last one?
Did nobody hear me play also for me?
I did.
No.
I did.
Go.
I'm not really here.
Because I got the Vita for some reason.
Yeah, then the weak aura plays you by itself, man. You don't have to call it out. You just have to watch the weak aura.
If I thought...
Can you just, like, tell me afterwards, please? Okay, I did notice that one guy got the nightmare and he got the green debuff for some fucking reason. So, I'm just gonna assume.
That's because someone of group 1 stood too close to the nightmare debuff when no one else was around.
No,
Because
he was the first guy to get it.
Okay. Well, then he's gonna get called up to green because it's not changed in the weak aura.
Want me to change it? Then I can change it.
What are you gonna change? Is that 2 or?
I changed the green to the cross and the yellow to the purple. And see if that works.
No, it's because the edge of the soak, right, of cross has no marker. So the weak aura thinks that, for example, group 2, they need to have 2 markers for the nightmare and only has 1. Well, if someone from group 2 gets it accidentally, they will get green because we have them assigned.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say to Tev, because basically the way that they do it is whoever has Vita or Void, they utilize all these 4 markers. They don't just use the 2, so you want to take them out, or you want to change them to cross and...
You got root lead. You can change them real quick.
Yeah, I was going to do it.
Still got
Just to
15
see if it
minutes.
works this time. But the trouble is I need to basically link the week. Unless everybody does it then.
Did it work fine before then, or is it just like now? So it keeps giving the raw markers.
No, it's just random. If the first guy that's not in group 2 gets the thing, it's gonna redirect the second one to green, because it swaps groups. We have to have exactly the same marker. We have to have exactly the same markers as we have on the video. Exactly. I think we're missing one marker for the X on the other side.
Yeah, at the moment Skull's not there. Skull's actually just to the left of where Raden is standing as well.
So it's not working because we don't have a skull marker?
No, it's not working because the markers are in the wrong positions.
Alright, let's put them in the right position real quick.
Like, if you're gonna use this shit, they need to be exactly the same as they are in the video, otherwise it won't work at all. So, Star and Nipple are perfectly fine, but the other ones aren't for the Nightmare one. Skull is fine as well, because I saw it in the video that they put their marker on Skull when they have the Void thing to solo soak. So that's perfectly fine as well. I just think there's something wrong with the other ones. Like, for the Nightmare, there's something wrong.
Tef, you know the video I linked you that where I told you to watch, and he has an EXRT diagram in it. That's where you need to put the mark.
Just do it, you're right, later. You can put markers there.
Yeah, but I.
Yeah, but. Oh, you mean the thing you linked me as a picture, or?
Nothing. I'll just have a look at this. It's okay.
Actually, with the weak aura picture, maybe how to know there is no picture for putting the markers down.
Yeah, I can see it. Just give me a minute.
I'm watching the video right now.
No, you want to watch the auto assign video.
Yeah, the one from the author, he has a video at the back of this info comments. That you can see where he put everything and how he did it, man.
So
You need to have exactly the same markers for exactly the same groups, because otherwise it won't work at all. Because if you use a different marker, it won't call us to it.
Okay, the way that he is, he's got diamond here. You got diamond here?
Just put it down.
No, you do it, please.
How am I supposed to do it?
Because I made you raid leader. I don't need to be raid leader. Diamond here.
No, that's already there.
Star here. Or diamond, or whatever you want to call it.
Star?
Diamond, or whatever it is. That's a moon.
You just said diamond.
I said star or diamond.
Yeah,
I mean star, sorry. Fuck it. No, just put star here.
I see the picture, I can put it down if you want to.
Purple. Star.
Yes. Exactly. Moon, yes.
Square around where that skeleton is.
Which skeleton?
The one next to Raden. And skull where the other skeleton is. About here, this one. Here. The other side of this. In front of me, there's, yeah. And that's it. And there should be, I'm assuming it's green here.
I'm just gonna screenshot it for next time.
Actually, not green.
Actually, it's moon. Moon here.
Okay, I'm switching it. Here, should be, not here. Yeah.
So does that mean we need to redo the weak order then?
No, it should be the same because it's the video of the guy who made them all in the week already, so it should be the same as he wanted it or like
Okay,
expected
that's wonderful, but it says green mark. I don't see a green mark anywhere.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So melee has the most.
It's green. Wait.
I mean, I'm literally watching the Stanky video. I was just
It's
gonna
not
see-
Stanky video, it's the other one I linked to you.
Stop shouting.
Because I'm getting fed up.
No, I know.
Because I keep asking you to do stuff and you just want to do it your way.
The fuck do you mean do it my way?
I asked. Oh, nothing, dear.
What did you ask me?
I said to you needed backups early, and you said no, I don't want to put backups in.
Yeah, just like 2 hours
And lo and
ago.
behold, we had to put backups in.
There is no on the video.
So where do I put green then? Nowhere?
Nowhere, because there is no marker actually on the.
Okay. The weakauras says green, but whatever. Alright.
I don't know that.
I saw up a couple of people get the green marker on top of their heads, so I'm wondering like where the fuck it is supposed to go then.
You know what? I see on the video actually that people going to the other markers actually.
It's not about the video though.
Like there was a guy getting a nipple and he was on moon actually, and still kept on moon.
Yeah, because it's for the last phase, man. You okay?
It's the third phase, not the last phase.
Yeah.
The third orb type.
Oh, you fucking hell, man! You didn't even have the add-on when we
I love
started.
like the most confusing thing about this fight is the fucking weakauras. We spent more time discussing weakauras than we did the fucking pulls on the boss.
Yeah, but it's all part and parcel of the fight, isn't it? It's a mechanic we need to get right.
I know. I'm just asking, and I'm not being a dick. Why the weakauras says okay, first mark, star, and nipple. I'm not fucking retarded. I know they made this. First set for the Vita. Okay, second set for the Vita, moon and green. Why the fuck is purple here? And the second question is, if the guy in second group, the nightmare, gets the green marker, I think, fuck it. We'll just talk after the fight. Otherwise, I don't want people doing this well.
I think we will have to change this later again.
Because I get it that people are confused with the nightmare, but I don't understand why should you be confused with the nightmare when it has literally 2 preset marks where you're supposed to go, which was hugging the wall. Why the fuck do you even need a marker above your head telling you where the fuck you need to go? Well, fair enough. I just sorted out that thing.
Before the nation.
Nice for that. See, the guy gets the green. And he just goes wherever the fuck he wants.
Don't take over for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you have unstable nightmare?
Yes.
Basically, green means just get the fuck out. It means get 15 yards away from the raid, because it doesn't matter where you are with that, as long as you're 15 yards away from everybody else. You don't necessarily have to
sorry, I
run.
got the like.
Okay, can I just ask one question? When you guys, during the first set of orbs, get the Vita, is there any issue at all? Is there any confusion with the weakora where you need to go when it comes to the Vita alone? Nothing else.
No, it calls above your head exactly which mark you have to go to.
So it's 100% working for the Vita, right?
Yes, it is 100%.
Okay. That's
And also for the big
literally-
circles of void, man.
That's literally the only fucking reason we need it. Like, when we get the melee one, there's always going to be the one random guy. Like, in this case, it was Alluvial. And I can't really blame her, because she didn't have a clue where the fuck she was supposed to go, because you keep changing the markers. And she had a green marker on top of her head.
Yeah, walk away.
And she's not in any of the teams. So
Yeah,
I'm just guessing
She has to
that...
run away 15 yards or 10 yards.
Can I just answer? Can I just say something? Did she have unstable nightmare?
Yes, she
which is the
did.
big circle.
Yes, she
Then
did.
that is not tracked by weak aura. It is nothing to do with any of the
what
empowerments.
I've
It
been
is
saying the
basically
entire
just get the fuck
time.
out of dodge. Get 15 yards away from everybody. You don't have to go to a specific marker. You just
Yes, you
need to get away
do.
from the raid.
You do need to
You
go to a
don't.
Yes, you do, because that's why you have the second team. What do you
No,
expect?
it's
Like,
unstable. It's unstable nightmare. It's not something that needs to be soaked. You just need to get away from the raid with it.
Yes, but it's gonna jump to the closest to it. So if she's gonna go like all the way over here, like what the fuck is the point? It's the point that we have all melee groups. That's why we keep dumping it here. I don't know like why all of a sudden this needs to be changed.
No, because the
people were fucking up with
unstable-
it, man. That's why it had to be changed. Like literally, people were fucking up with it.
Well, okay, fine. Jesus, we've only been doing this for an hour.
Yeah, but listen, it doesn't matter if, let's say, Alluvial's, I don't know, if she runs to wait,
It does
for
matter.
example, I know, but listen, it'll make sense, right? If a ranged is standing here like a hunter or something or whatever, and Alluvial runs here, yeah, and it drops and it goes on to the hunter is a ranged person. It doesn't matter. The hunter just runs back over here again.
Yeah, but the
And
hunter should be
It does
soaking
matter,
the Vita.
dear. Because if you go over here with the fucking thing and the guy with the Vita is on orange, you're gonna get the fucking thing on top of you.
And you're going to have to change we're going to have to go through all the weakauras together. You're going to have to decide what marks you're happy with, and then we're just going to have to adjust it to suit.
This nothing. Okay, let me finish. The reason I asked, is there any reason the Vita needs to be changed? Is no, the Vita is working fine. So we do not need to change the markers. The only thing that we keep having problems with is that people don't understand that when you get the unstable nightmare, you're supposed to pop it where we tell you where we need it. The reason being is like, okay, for example, I'll explain it to Alluvial so she understands. If you get it again, Alluvial, you're supposed to go to the purple. And the reason you need to go to the purple is because the first team that deals with the nightmare are all the melees. So Mori can just backtrack a little bit, he does the thingy, and he can go back on DPSing the boss.
Someone was there, so I couldn't get
Exactly,
there.
then
because
that
somebody
dude
was
shouldn't
there,
be
so I
there.
didn't want to kill them, so I backed out.
Next time, just kill him and just call him a cunt. You have my permission. And when we get the second nightmare, so when we do the second orbs, Team 1 will be dealing with it. So Team 1, the first one you drop over here, and then the second one, wherever it is, it's probably going to be like Seal or Quell or whatever the fuck, you just do it like this. Meanwhile, the melee will be fucking around with the Void, just bouncing it against the wall, because then they bounce and they can go DPSing on the boss again. Bounce, DPS boss, bounce, DPS boss. That's the reason why we do it. That's why we don't do the Void in the fucking range and you guys just keep running around after it and lose DPS on the boss. And on the third one, if the Vita add-on works, and I'm just gonna assume it works, then you should be getting green and
Yeah,
moon,
that's what it
because
says. Second set, man.
that's exactly what it says. So I don't understand why we make it a diamond all of a sudden. The only problem that we have is that after 2 fucking hours, people still don't know where the fuck they're going because they don't understand how the weak aura works. If the weak aura shows you a green marker on your skull, you're not supposed to go to green. If you have the fucking nightmare, you're supposed to go to the 2 spots that we already said for like a 2 hours straight where you need to go. The first set of orbs, you have nightmare, you go purple. Second set of orbs, you have nightmare, you go blue. Third set of orbs, you're not gonna get nightmare, so it's all good. So the distraction is just you guys just go the nightmare, yeah, just ignore the nightmare. So Vita, watch the mark above your head. Nightmare, go to where we told you to go, which is first set purple, second set blue. Ignore the fucking thing above your head if you have nightmare. Just go to where we told you to go. There we go, farm subs.
4, 3, 2,
Oh, this is gonna be the last pool.
1.
Now you're gonna get the nightmare, so you guys are gonna spread out like good boys, so you don't fucking chill it over. There we go. And you're gonna kill this void piece of shit. So the guy with the green needs to go to purple. There we go. Mori should be ready to pick it up. You guys do with the dinghy. So buffers have it, so somebody else needs to pick it up.
Then take over the buff.
You guys focus on the fucking stalker, please. Okay. Why are you standing between?
Hit by the Vita.
I got 9 and Vita. And I hit twice.
Yeah, sorry I fucked up. I got confused with the fucking markers.
And this is why we're not going there, because people keep confusing me. I'll just wipe it again real quick, come back with somebody.
I was watching people who had the unstable nightmare. It is the second set of marks, so basically we just need to change it to match ours. The marks
Why
that
did
Tef
we
wants.
change the markers?
Well, Tef changed them to They basically is diamond and diamond
Star
and
used to-
triangle.
Yeah. Star needs to be on the other side. Okay.
I mean, moon and triangle. So basically, they're basically telling you if you have that to go to moon and triangle. But Tev doesn't want you to go to moon or triangle. He wants you to go to diamond or square. So we basically need to change them to diamond and square, and then it'll work. Or Tev just needs to change diamond and square to moon and triangle, and then it will work.
Open your weak aura where it literally says Team 1 Mythic. Where the fuck do you see a square? First
That's
mark.
what I'm saying to you, dear. You're not listening to me. Now listen.
Okay.
When I watch, I'm watching it. It basically sends the people with the void and the Vita empowerments to either nipple or star. The second set of buffs, which is the people that have the unstable nightmare, are either triangle or moon.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It doesn't
it does matter, dear. So if
No,
you
it
want
doesn't
them,
because
listen,
they
please
have.
listen to me,
No,
Rory.
I'm not gonna listen because they have predestined portions of the room where they already should be going. Literally, what I just told you. When you have nightmare, fuck the marker above your head. It doesn't matter.
I know, dear, but I'm just saying we can change that. We can drop the bloody triangle and the moon to have it to have diamond and square, and then it will work and it won't confuse everybody because they won't have a triangle above their head and they won't have a moon above their head. Okay?
Yeah, but then we have to fucking spend 10 more minutes fucking with the weak
No,
aura.
we don't. I can change it and just fucking link it again. Or I can just talk everybody through it now.
Let's do just rechange
I
it for
don't
next
really
time and just
understand.
one more pull.
Okay, I don't want to be a dick. I really don't understand what the hard part is. It's like when you get unstable nightmare, which is like literally a circle the size of the fucking game, to just go to
Everybody.
a pre-marker. I don't understand what the fucking problem is.
It's not a problem, Roy. It's just because there are triangles and diamonds here, and everybody's having to go to do something else that you're wanting them to go to diamond and square. So can we just try this, please? Everybody type /W. Go down to Rad and auto assign. Is everybody there? Go to custom options on the tab. You'll see set 2 at the moment is moon and triangle. Change the first one to a diamond and the second one to a square. And then just close it.
The Team 1 or Team 2?
Set 2 is a triangle and a diamond. You change
Team
the first
1 or Team 2, because there's 2.
It doesn't matter, dear. Just go to the main one, which is Raden Auto Assign, which is the master. Go to custom options. Set 2 will show a triangle and a moon. You change that, the first one to a diamond and the second one to a square. And that is it.
So when we're doing the second set of Vidas, it's literally going to tell people to go to.
We'll just have to wait and see what happens, okay? Let's just see what happens. That's all I want to see, that if those marks are people that, it looks like the people that get those marks are the ones with unstable nightmare.
Team 2,
Nothing, you don't touch team 1 or 2, you just do it in the master one, which is the first one, which is what I said.
Like, I think the only thing that's going to change is instead of a green marker.
Well, just let's see, okay? I'm just trying to help here.
I know. I wish it was for that side. Spread. If I taunt the Vortal, would it go faster? It actually will.
You guys are going to the wrong place, Barley. You should go to
Should have gone to moon?
Star.
I had star, so I had.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what the second set of markers are for. That's why.
Oh, fuck this week, Laura.
No, you're not understanding how it works.
I needed us the rest of it right, apparently.
No, because basically what they're saying. Can I please just let me explain how it works?
Go on then.
times when you have an overlap that there's going to be someone on star and you can't stand there. So the person on star has to go to moon. You need to use your best judgment. And sometimes if somebody on nipple, standing on nipple with it, then they need to go to triangle. And all the guides you read and in that complexity limit guide, that is what they say. And that is what the weak aura tells you. Because there's
Can I just...
people with star stacking on diamond. I watch it.
Yeah, but the first set of Vita, like the 5 stacks or whatever the fuck, they need to be swapped between orange and yellow. They don't need to be swapped in the back of the room.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's because you want to do that, Taff.
If you're gonna swap like on moon, I can guarantee you it's not gonna go to green. It's gonna go to the melee who are standing right here. Because it's distance related. If I'm just a guy with my Vita and I'm gonna go on here, it's not gonna jump to green. It's gonna jump to the melees on skull. That's why we have these 2 markers over here, so you can zap. The problem that we have is that for some. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
You need to watch the. Don't get angry with me, please. You need to watch the limit video and see how they do in the empowerments, because there's sometimes when there's an overlap that you can't have 2 people on diamond. Where's that other person supposed to go? They go to the other side, and they'd actually type that.
It cannot overlap because diamond is only for nightmare. A nightmare does not overlap with anything else.
Then why are there people stacking on diamond? Why are there people stacking on
Because
nipple?
I've been telling you for like 16 times, the markers for the Vita only works when people have the fucking Vita.
I know that.
If you do not have the Vita...
I know that. But I'm just saying, I saw people with diamond on their head, not diamond on their head, star on their head, go and stand on the diamond.
Because that's what.
And basically what happens then is that when they stand on diamond and that the empowerment goes out to the person that's supposed to be on star, they'll just...
Let people go and let's discuss it with us officers.
But this is relevant to the raid.
I'm
I'm just
can I
saying.
just ask?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure
Why
everyone
do we
didn't even
need
watch
to
a
use
movie.
a weakora to tell us to do a heroic mechanic? Like
It's not a
the
heroic
Vita
mechanic, man.
It is a heroic mechanic. You
Yeah,
just
and
swap
then-
it between the 2
Okay,
people.
and then we swap the position
on
of the room. It's
star
not a heroic
and
mechanic
nipple.
anymore. Okay, monkey.
Yeah, then the second phase, it's in a different place. That's just
Yeah,
like
He
it's
does
just
have a
different place.
point.
You don't need a weakora to tell you to not go to across the room. You just need
Mori,
to.
that's why you fucked up your lightning 4 times, man. Come on.
What do you mean fucked up lightning for? I've never
Just like
had
stop
lightning.
Yeah, you had it.
bickering.
Okay.
It's not gonna help much.
Yeah, let's not start name calling and
Oh, there
blaming.
we
And
go. So the problem is
man.
basically just the weak cover. That's basically just what the problem is. Like we
Problem
did
isn't
find
so much the weak-
find many pools, and then suddenly we just keep talking about change this and
I'm gonna link them all.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna link them all. Just all the fuck
The
ups on the
weakora isn't
weekend.
the problem.
It
It's
does,
just
dude.
the
You don't have to link
unfamiliarity
shit.
of it.
I don't care. It's first time we did this. What do you expect? Third phase instantly?
Yeah, to everyone have at least watched the fucking movie, but half of them don't really have a clue where they're standing or what they're doing.
Then fine. Then we'll deal with it another time.
You want a fucking mythic raid? At least have some fucking preparations this Sunday. What else do you have to do? Go visit your nan?
Okay, what's your tone in your fucking voice, dude?
Yeah. No, you'll want to speak, man.
No, I really.
Just guys,
You want to go the Lurex way?
Guys, stop.
I'll do it, man. Just do it. Come on.
Just
Hey,
stop it.
I give a shit.
be a
First
big
of all,
boy.
we looked this up, man. What do you think did to the fucking healing quotas around the weak auras? It's not our
Then why
fault
did
that the
5
weak auras.
people didn't have the weak auras or the fucking add-ons
do
to
I
run
know,
them?
man?
Exactly, because they didn't look it up. That's the fucking
Guys,
issue.
just let it go.
Stop it! Just stop it! Because it's not getting us anywhere, it's riling up everybody else, and it's going to cause more confusion. The more we twist each other's fucking nipples, the worse it's going to get.
I don't like nipple twisting, though, to be honest.
Well, not when it's a purple nurple, it's not fun then. Right, now I'm hearing some laughter. Now we're getting somewhere. That's
No,
good.
no
At least she knows where to go when it's purple, so that's good.
Yeah, sure.
Well, there you go.
Getting girlfriend flashbacks.
Can I go now, please?
Yeah, I'll see what the fucking problem with the weak aura is.
Weakora is not the problem, it's just getting familiar with it. Once we got it clued in, we're going to be fine.
Yeah, I don't know why people are so stressed out that it's not working because
Because we didn't kill it on one shot! Serious, that's
because
why.
we have to sit down and just figure it out. It's like simple mathematics at this point here.
No, we're supposed to get angry and shout, Cirrus.
It really is.
That's
Like
the
we have to
problem.
smile and do it smiling because I see
No!
people don't want to be here at all. Actually, and we
Shouting increases our
Well,
DPS.
the problem is that people are getting more confused because it got too frustrating. And if you're agitated, you're not going to be the best at studying something, are you?
No, people are
So
confused
people are getting
because
wound up. So maybe next week we've watched a video or two, we've watched the allocated videos explained, and hopefully we'll be all right.
it's not the video, it's the weak aura.
Well, the
Something's
video
not
would
working.
explain the weak aura if we're going by
No,
a particular one. It was
it's
mentioned.
not that. What I've seen all night is like it's giving people the wrong markers and it's confusing the shit out of you guys.
It's not set up properly, Tev, because we downloaded the
It
default one
is.
from the site. No, we
It
downloaded
is.
the default one from the site, and we tried to do it like they did it in the
It
fucking
is set
video.
up properly. Like, why did I just ask Brian? I just asked Brian if the first set of Vitas was done correctly, and it was done correctly. So it does work, because that's the only reason we have this weak aura. Is so that you guys can focus on the Vita without it being called out, which means the rest of the guys can focus on the Nightmare. So you don't have people shouting over each other. Oh yes, I can do Nightmare. Oh yeah, you're the next one to do Nightmare. Oh yeah, it just gets confusing shouting over each other. That's why you have the weak aura. It makes it simpler. But the weak aura doesn't work is because every time Alluvial or somebody else from the range gets the debuff, it gives you the wrong marker.
Yeah,
It gives you the
as well.
green marker.
Green or something.
Yes, I saw a guy standing on purple and he had the yellow marker. Like, that's not supposed to happen. Why does it happen? I don't fucking know, dude.
I saw two people getting nipple as well and going to nipple like they're supposed to, and apparently, I don't know, the Wicca aura got fucked. I don't know why, because both of them got nipple at the same time.
Yes, and some people have a point. It is a heroic mechanic, but there's a lot of other shit going on as well. I mean, go with your fucking oh, it's only a heroic mechanic, and then go call up method and complexity and ask them like why the fuck they needed this weak aura to kill us.
What I just suggest, like, I don't know what you should not be discussing this like in front of the whole group, because Arias has her points, you have your points, and you start to strangle around, which is putting people in uncomfortably situation.
It's not uncomfortable. It's just
for me it was.
It can be when people start shouting and threatening each other, then yes.
Yeah, I'll just pull
Yeah.
alert and it's fine.
I felt Arigo getting frustrated a lot at this
Of course
point.
she gets
You
frustrated.
were getting
because
frustrated because she didn't understood what you
Because
wanted
she
to
worked
say.
on this for like half a day, and then she realizes half of you don't even have ERT or weak auras installed.
Oh,
So of
same
course she
with me,
gets
Tef. I
annoyed.
was explaining the shit for the first fucking hour. Everyone got it, how to do the Vita, and then you're like, oh, you have... Like, dude, don't fucking change it then. Like, what's the point of
What did I
changing
change?
moon with... What's the point in changing nipple with star and star with nipple? The only thing we have to do is fucking put the nightmare on fucking... Why this was void right now. Someone has to go closer to soak it. Second phase, the second group, the first group, just go stands here, does the same thing that second group did.
Yeah,
People
but
on nipple.
we never got there. That's the
Yeah, we
problem.
got twice actually.
Yeah, but we never got to really do it properly because half the raid was already dead by the time we did it.
Yeah, but
like
man,
we
how many
never
times
even.
did I explain it during the first phase, man? How many times?
Yeah, and how many times did I explain people where to go with the fucking thingy? Though?
Yeah, I know, man. But then don't say follow lurks because I'm just saying how to fucking do it. I understand that you're pissed off, man, but like honestly, man, at least
I'm
a little
not
bit of
pissed off,
respect.
but it's like, yeah.
Every
get
time
really
someone goes
aggressive on
against you, I will just take it this further up, man. It's fine. I'm not gonna spit my mind here.
I was just thinking of a suggestion that the people that are heading the raid and the officers or whatever is needed just sit together and discuss the weak aura together and find your own points and make something and discuss it with the group when we're gathering together. But instead of just telling them while they're there, yes, it's their fault that some people didn't research and they didn't do the weak aura. I didn't know which weak aura it was, but I did watch the video, so I had an understanding of the coordinates of the markers. But if it's down to markers, then it's just best to try and just get it out, find your own markers if you need to, and just get it done that way.
Like
All I'm gonna say is
like in the school it was like you have some homework, you have to be prepared, like you should have written it down in raid chat, download this add-on, get this week aura, get this, and not suppose that everyone gonna be ready because they watched the video or something, man.
they said
You work
exactly
in
in
a
the video which
corporation,
weak
you
auras
know
are needed, man.
exactly. You know like how it works in a corporation, you have a guide who's telling the other ones, the supervisor who's telling what to do and how to do it.
They're not gonna tell you which program to download, man. You have to know which program to download.
I do understand. Like, I'm gonna get myself for a second.
Yeah, but I said the same because I already watched the movie, man. I said exactly the same because I already watched the movie. Yeah, but she was right now, and then you start talking back. That's okay. We. Never mind. We'll just take it off, man. Like,
Got
no,
a
no, it's
couple of
fine.
days to sort it out if there's anybody still
I can
having
sort it
problems.
out in 2 minutes, man. 2 minutes. Okay, yeah, without
Don't
fucking
start the
talking.
war now, please. It's not about blaming anyone, please.
Please don't do
It's not about
timing.
blaming, but like, it's not that difficult to sort out, man.
Oh Jesus, man! Please don't start pointing fingers at anyone because I honestly don't know shit about this at this point now. Because there
What
is
do you
so
mean you
much
don't know
stuff
shit?
which went wrong.
It's there's no there's everything that has to be working is working, man. You just put okay, you just put your fucking nipple and star markers where they were. You put the moon and the triangle where they were. Yeah, but if the first group, okay, gets a triangle because it's a nightmare, you just run it all the way to void. You just ignore that because there's no fucking point. The markers here that we have here is for second phase, not for the first phase. Yeah, the one next to Raden, yeah, that one, yeah. Man, I said, man, I've been saying this fucking shit for 7 times already. No, but you can choose where you put it. Okay, but you can actually choose where you put it. It's just we put it there. Yes, we put it there because the melee can then pick up the orb as standing next to it in the rotation that we have and then optimize DPS. Yeah, obviously, man. That's what I kept saying. But what you do is you keep your green and your fucking moon marker on these sides because in the second of the mission where we actually have the second macro for, right? It will call out these things for the lightning,
I
not the
know.
other ones. Okay, good. Then we're done. Then we're done.
Like my problem is only like why some dude had the nightmare and suddenly he gets like the fucking nipple buff. That's what I don't understand.
Because it happens, man. There's an overlap, but then the weak aura itself swaps that person out to like do it differently. Like, unless he gets both at like the first cast, right? What's the yeah? Like, let's say Quell gets
You just
Nightmare
go
and
ahead
Vita
and
at the
see
same
it.
time at the first time. Then it's gonna be fucked up, man. Then you have to make a decision. But other than that, Jesus, man, why is all this drama necessary? I explained it like for an hour in the first fucking few pulls. It's working fine, and then suddenly it's like everyone's like, yeah, we're gonna change this, we're gonna change that. Why?
I didn't change anything.
Get to the fucking second phase first before we start changing shit around. The Vita markers work perfectly, even these in the back they work perfectly, and they're gonna
Yeah.
work perfectly. So stop changing shit around. If you get a triangle above your head because you got the fucking nightmare explosion, you just go in the first phase. Those people go to fucking diamond there, and the second phase you go to blue here. Done.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I asked if they were working. They are.
And that was also my point that you just don't listen to the weak aura just blindly. Just use your brain sometimes.
For Vita you
That was
have
my
to, though,
point.
Maury. For Vita you have to
Yeah, but
100%
yeah,
do it.
for
not for the
Vita,
other
but
shit.
like not for everything. Yeah.
Not for the nightmare. And I think I understand like why the nightmare doesn't work. It's because
It doesn't matter where it is.
exactly, and it's different. It doesn't
It
work the
just
same
no,
way.
there's you can put the nightmare anyone in the fucking room, just the closest one to you will get it, and it doesn't matter as long as he's 15 yards away from everyone. You can explode everywhere. The only thing we want to do is optimize our damage. That's why we put it on diamond, and then some guy next to her then gets it. He can still be DPSing while he walks into the circle, and or like at the edge of the circle, and then he moves to the diamond spot again to put it safe for the next guy. That's why we do it, so we can optimize DPS at that point. And then the second phase is the range that get it.
So people with Vita don't get the big circle.
Yes,
That's the
and then
main thing with it.
yeah, and then the second one, it's Range who gets it, or probably not the first one. It could be Melee as well. He goes here where I am. A Range stands here, so the Range can take over. He will get it, move back to here, and we can still DPS the boss. The only thing
Yeah,
that we can't DPS then is the fucking Vita that's coming in. But that's fine. Like that doesn't
It's
matter.
the add-on telling because I didn't do the void no the nightmare debuff yet. Is the weak aura telling you who's going
no,
next for the nightmare?
Yes, it
no.
is. Yes, it is.
Is it? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's telling you on the list. Like
Yeah,
what?
the lists. There's two
But
lists.
it's not telling you. It's not telling you with the marker. It's telling you on the weak aura
No,
list, and I think that's what people are not looking at.
but it's screaming out next nightmare as well for you. It's actually screaming out next nightmare.
I think people are not paying attention to that. I think people are literally just watching the thing on top of their head. I don't think
Okay,
they're
but for
watching the
example,
text.
okay, but for example, for the second nightmare where you have to go here, right? Let's say random name Balia gets it, right? Quell goes here, gets it, goes back.
Yeah.
But the problem is, at that point, the marker won't get called out, and I think it's
Okay.
actually in the weak aura, but we just have to find out how to work it, because I think
No,
it's actually in there.
I think what the problem is. Can you check my stream for a second? I'll show you. Because there's two things, right? It's like the notes that Ari was talking about. Just tell me when you're looking, so I can explain. What's
The stream.
No, it's fine. We're not saying anything that nobody.
Yeah, I'm looking, man.
can,
Go for it.
So we have the Exorcist thingies, right? Like,
yeah,
you have to enable it. I don't know why we have to enable it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I think next time people just do this. There you go. It's not important. I think it's this that people are ignoring.
What's alpha? Sorry.
Because
Yeah,
this,
people-
the test
yeah.
position, this is team 1, right? So this is the people
Yeah,
that have
I
to do
know.
the Vita, the Nightmare, and the Vita.
Yeah, I know.
And it literally tells you, okay, this guy has it for this many seconds, so it's this guy has to do it next. And
But we're
team
doing it
2.
fine first phase, man.
Yeah, but I think this is what people are fucking ignoring, the fucking names, because Harry did say like put it somewhere where you don't see it, but I think it's really important that you do see it.
Look, actually, no. I was tracking that and I was getting confused because this on the left one, it's not telling you the rotation who is going next.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Serious,
it is
does.
actually.
It does. I've done
But-
it 100% perfectly, like since I've fixed the add-on, man. Except for once when I got it because someone else failed. It does perfectly. It just says on your name, next to your name, it says where you're going, how many seconds you have left. You just have to do it.
Yeah.
I was usually tracking the one above my head, which I'm saying in game.
No. Check the list. Check the list. Check the list, man.
Yeah,
And
like
I
the
was
list.
doing it properly by just following that as well.
Yeah,
so I
but
don't know.
the list works as well, man. So
Yeah, but I think the list is just more fail-proof because that's why we did the RT shit.
And
Yeah,
why were people getting green marker when there is no green marker set up in the?
Okay. Green marker is for people who get nightmare, and
No, I don't think so. I think it's probably DBM or big wigs.
yeah, then if you throw out DBM,
because they actually do mark people with Diva, so probably
yeah,
like
they do.
Oh, jeez, that can fuck it up.
Let me look at quickly DBM. Just let me look it up quickly.
which
man.
is yeah, which
It might be.
Some encounters include elementals that bomb type abilities targeted on a specific player being chased. A specific player might be of interest.
Yeah. It's stable
We have
nightmare.
to like disable
it's DBM.
that.
It's DBM.
That was fucking us up, actually, man.
It's
Most
DBM.
likely.
It's
Most
100%.
likely.
I'm looking at right now. Set icons on on unstable nightmare targets, green or moon. That's what it does.
This was
No.
fucking us up. Jesus Christ.
So that's why the weakauras didn't work, because DBM kept overlapping the fucking thing.
Switching,
Oh.
yeah, switching marks basically. That was the problem.
We have solved the mystery.
Christ.
Why did we not realize this sooner, man? It's
Can
just
we,
fucking.
Okay, but can we then, if we're ready, just turn off all the icons? Because the DBM, no, not the, but the list will show what people would have to do, not the DBM. So even if people get a marker, it's just because we use the same markers as DBM is using to go Vita, right? So I think we should just put them all on and people follow off and let the people follow the list, right?
Because Big Wigs does have an option like the one I have right now. You can just like literally disable it. Only
I'm
applies
just-
if you're either the group leader or promoted.
I'm just turning them all off, man. Because actually the weak aura tells you exactly which marker, but the DBM does it as well, and that's why people fucked up in the last phase as well, because the DBM markers were reversed to what we switched the markers in the weak aura. So if you just turn DBM markers off and just look at the weak aura, you're gonna do it fine.
Wait, give me a second. I'm gonna demote you guys. Okay.
That's why the people with Vita were getting properly it done, because the add-on is not targeting the people with Vita, only the people with the bomb.
Can you hear me, Cyrus?
Yeah.
Just keep me alive for a second, okay?
Just turn all the thingies off.
Yeah, I just did. So I'm just gonna wait until the essence hits.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to, man. If you 2 hits you, you're dead. Or 3.
No, I want to see if you guys get the
I can try. I can't heal you, man. But I turn off all the icons now from the DBM. I can turtle here, so I don't do anything.
See,
I
it's
have
not
no
getting the
marker
mark.
now.
They
Yeah,
need to
I
be
have
hit.
no
They
marker.
need to be hit. Yeah, okay, I got this one. I got no markers now.
Yeah,
There we go.
that's perfect. That's perfect.
Reason fixed, man. Reason fixed.
Yes, because normally you would get now green marker
Yeah,
when you would
and
have
I don't
them
get
off.
it because I turned them off. There's no green marker, so we fixed it. Okay.
Wow, dude, this is just fucking
I'm
stupid, and none of us realized what the problem was.
The biggest
that
problem
means-
is that the fucking talking, man, we did as well, like the fucking emotions involved. Jesus Christ.
It's not just that, man. But hey, Tef, I'll see you next year. I'm gonna follow lyrics quickly, okay?
Oh, you know me and my big mouth.
Oh yeah. It's not gonna. I'm gonna tell you this one time, okay? Just one time. Just one time. If you say that shit again, I'm actually gone, okay? Just one time. This is the last time I'm telling you this, man. You did it before. This is your second chance. Third one, you're gone, man. Third one, you can sort out your own shit. Promise you. I promise
I
you.
feel like I'm in a relationship again.
No,
Hey,
no,
can you
third
say
one.
that one more
No,
time? I'm sitting on me to take my back
no,
to leave.
third one, you're gone, man. I'm telling you right now. Third one, you're gone.
Fucking hell.
Good.
Well, let's just fix it.
Yeah, good.
Oh, too much
And then Olivia all bleeding out her heart. I was like, oh, what you do now?
Oh, yeah. Bye-bye,
It
guys.
was
Thanks for
cute,
watching.
but like, yeah.
It's already
I'll
been closed.
fix it then. See, I'm sober for one
bye,
fucking
night.
evening, sorting out all this shit. Hey.
Okay, it's a really good ending.